All right, everybody, welcome to the Toivoan Trainwreck. A couple things before we do get started today. If you know someone who wants to play in a Geomeric game, I'd love to talk to them. So have them send me a message either on Discord or through email over at gm@geomeric.com. We'll discuss getting them either on the wait list or into a one-shot because all the campaigns are currently full. We did do some really cool stuff on Patreon. We announced something really neat on there. You guys may see that tomorrow when we do the general announcement to Discord. But we've also got some other really cool projects coming up on the Patreon, so look for those announcements real soon. We also have the YouTube channel where we've got tons of content for you guys to binge and watch. We got the archives, the GM tips, the session clips, just tons of stuff. Go check out the YouTube channel. We also have a clip contest going on where we are going to be giving away another piece of Bubble Laser art at the end of the month. If you're interested in entering that drawing, toss a clip or timestamp in the clip contest channel in Discord. You'll be automatically entered to win that drawing at the end of the month. But let's go ahead and get you guys started because it is time to play some D&D. And that's why you guys came. All right. You guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa and have traveled all over the world looking to stem the tide of drugs that were originally created by an individual by the name of Segeos, a dragon of significant power who has since been defeated out on the Isle of Akeda. Since then, you've been attempting to track down and deal with his associates, Pitney Bones and Natch Lief. We ended with you guys just off the coast here near Merzerin, where you guys have tracked down Natch Lief's boat just at the base of the Salt Spire, the home of Vurim Tal, a infamous merchant who resides in the area and generally handles all the trade in and around Merzerin. Moyne, you've managed to find this place, this boat,
Indeed.
and with Saphira's help and Tati, you guys have managed to go through and clear out the ship of the traps. Inside, you found a gold ring that had access to another place. You're not exactly sure how that works, but you've managed to steal a pen from the other side. That's where we pick up today with the question of, what do you guys want to do?
Question.
So,
All right,
we're setting up
so-
an
We talked
ambush,
about
right?
that. Yeah, we talked about this in the group chat before the session, and the people who weighed in, which wasn't everybody, so we should make sure everybody gets a chance to win. But we kind of agreed that waiting in ambush and seeing if Larry comes back and trying to kill him if he does is the best choice. Because we could just take a bunch of stuff and then either leave the ship or scuttle it or nuke it with all of the explosives that were left here as a trap. We could try and trap it, or we could just leave and not do anything. And maybe we could try and pretend like we were never here so we could sneak back to it. Personally, I'm of the opinion that there's no way of knowing whether Larry already knows that we've been here. Even a simple first level alarm spell would have tripped, even though we didn't take out any of the, even though we didn't trigger any of the traps. If there's any kind of alarm spell or like a glyph of warding that does something extremely minor that we didn't notice, or like a clairvoyance sensor, it's I think that we have to assume that the enemy might know that we're here. So we should do as much damage as we can, either lying in wait for them or be prepared to just take stuff and ditch and scuttle the ship. Thoughts from the rest of the team?
I definitely agree that we should plan as though he kind of knows and might come into it with backup and firepower.
Mhm.
Also, I
Yeah.
think it's too good a chance.
I'm having trouble hearing Anthony talk. Is that just me, or can
You cut out a little bit.
I'm also having
on us,
trouble.
too.
You cut out.
Okay. Yeah, keep going. Can you say what you wanted to say again?
I was saying, I think we should prepare as though he knows that we're here and is bringing backup, but we
Okay.
definitely have a chance here to catch him off guard, so we might as well take the chance. I think we set up the trap. I think one way or another we should scuttle the ship or something, but maybe nothing noticeable until he shows up.
Agreed. What's the status of all the explosives? Because I think that's the most dangerous thing right now, is if there's some kind of remote detonator, or if a fight breaks out and we haven't secured them and somebody throws a fireball, this whole place could go up in a nuclear explosion. So, Eric, could you describe the sort of the situation? Are there just like barrels of glowing stuff, or what were the tripwires visibly connected to anything? Could you tell us what we see in terms of
Well, now that
how the
it's all
ship is
been
trapped?
disabled, these various tripwires were attached to various large barrels containing some kind of powder. It's white in nature. In the first barrel, the second is red, the third is blue, and the fourth is black.
Interesting. Bryn, having encountered, given that we've had dealings with several drug dealers, Bryn is gonna go over to one of these barrels. I think blue was the flavor of stewed that Isaac liked to use the most in combat. And so I think Bryn has the highest chance of recognizing that out of everything else. But Bryn suspects that these powders in the barrel are actually drugs. And
I'm also holding some suit of most colors if you want to take some to compare.
ooh, we could do a sample. And when I say take some, I don't mean like ingest it, but just like look at it and
Sure.
smell it and look at examine its properties. But yeah, Bryn basically wants to try and see if any or all of these barrels contain drugs that he recognizes.
Can I get a medicine check?
Medicine coming right up.
Thank you.
Medicine.
Wow,
There
God,
you are.
You're making me need to do a magic item. All right, with a 19, these barrels are not filled with narcotics, but rather some kind of
Interesting.
powdered crystalline substance.
Okay, so it's not. I was sort of wondering if the barrels were like, if the traps were like a an emergency flush the tanks thing. Like if somebody finds the drugs, just blow them up and then nobody can have it. But no, these look like they're actually. This is actually just powdered explosives. So
give
what
an
do we do
Arcana
with
check?
these? Arcana
I
check
think-
coming right up. I am.
If we can move
actually
them
good at
safely,
these.
I think it's a good idea to just get them away and we can,
Agreed.
look into them more later. But for now,
yeah.
just not having them here.
I'm going to send you a lovely note here, Bryn.
I can't wait. Yeah, it's my thought was we could create a demiplane, which I think is 30 foot square, and then put all the barrels into it. And that would be probably the safest place to store them. Because I don't think we can move all of these quickly and safely. There's 14 of them. They probably weigh too much for yeah, these are crystallized dragon breath glands. So this is like the stuff that goes into dragon's breath grenades, but purely concentrated and in a huge barrel. So these are incredibly volatile, and now I'm starting
How much
to
does
worry
this
that we
crap
shouldn't even be.
cost?
Bryn?
That's our question.
I don't know.
Can I get
That's a
a
good question.
perception?
Fortune, if there's this many barrels of the stuff, can't be cheap to
Yeah.
get dragon breath glands constantly.
Oh yeah.
Can I get any
Ugh, I am
perception check, Bryn?
perception.
Yes, please.
Yeah, we can do that.
This matters. Awesome. Bryn, there are tie downs for
Mhm.
2 barrels that are not on the boat.
Can you explain what is meant by tie downs in this context?
On most vessels, when you have something you need to lash to the side of the ship or hold the barrel in place, there's a rope with some screw eyes, and you lash it to the side of the ship. And these are inside the ship, and 2 of these barrel berths, for lack of a better term, are empty.
I understand. You're saying there's there's the materials to tie down 2 additional barrels
Correct.
that are and
2
those
barrels are
not
missing.
here. Okay,
Yeah, which
well,
means they may be planted somewhere. Maybe not on the ship,
That's-
but somewhere.
okay. Do either
Well, it could be
Station,
also just
you
be
have
that they didn't even have the 2 extra barrels. Let's not jump to conclusions.
I
locate
always
objects,
assume
correct?
there's a bomb if we don't know. I do, but
Okay.
if I'm just gonna locate barrel, I can tell you what it's gonna point to.
Well, no, it's I'm saying we move these 14 of them, and then because Ruth is right, it's possible that there's space for 16 barrels and they just happen to only have 14. But it's equally possible that Sason's right and that they've already taken 2 barrels off the ship for whatever nefarious purpose they have. So I propose we get rid of these 14 barrels. The waters at sea are pretty choppy. Eric, I have a question, Eric.
Yes, sir.
We're on the boat. Is the boat like? Can we feel it rocking like to a reasonable extent that we would normally feel like just because of the ambient waves?
It is
Like,
very gentle. The
Okay.
point at which this boat was parked is in a protected cove, and you are not getting much in the way of waves other than what you guys are causing.
Okay, that's totally fine. The reason I'm asking is because I'm wondering if this ship was like magically protected against, like if it's like magically like gyroscopic and always stays upright, and you can't feel the wave. Because if the cargo is extremely volatile, if I want to make sure there's no like enchantments on the ship that are preventing it from rocking.
With your previous
Because if
Arcana
there
check,
are,
with your previous
Mhm.
Arcana check, glyphs of warding would fail on a vessel because the moment it moves more than 10 feet, they dissipate.
okay, that's good to know. Yeah, the main thing I'm wondering is, can we safely move these barrels? Like if we roll one of them a few yards, is that going to be enough? Is that going to be enough movement inside the barrel to cause the substance to detonate? And my theory is no, because the sea would be much choppier than just picking up a barrel, especially if we did it with telekinesis. We would have precise motor control over it. The sea would cause these barrels to shake back and forth a lot more than just moving it a few feet would. And so I theorize that if we summoned a demiplane here, we could safely move the barrels into the demiplane and not worry about them detonating just because we're picking them up and moving them.
Well,
Does that
yeah,
make
they
sense?
Probably would have already detonated if that was the case.
Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly. That's my theory. And if they had 2 more and they had to take them off the ship, then that suggests they can be moved safely, or at least not. That moving them does not immediately cause them to explode. So, what do folks think about the demiplane plan?
I'm down for that. I also like the telekinesis. I was going to suggest that. Fully think that we should be really careful handling these
Yeah.
things.
Agreed.
I would recommend maybe a blank demiplane, just nothing else on it,
yeah.
because who knows?
No, I have
But,
my secret stash has all my spell scrolls in it, and I don't want to risk those going up in flames.
I also think
I have-
if we're going to do this, we should maybe put someone else in a safe place just in case. If everything does blow up, we want one person to be able to figure out next plans.
yeah, that checks out. Maybe Oshin, just as sort of the other mage, has the ability to maybe is like the most powerful in terms of, because like I don't know if Death Ward would even work. It would depend on whether or not the barrels all go up simultaneously or like in succession.
Yeah, I have been thinking about this question.
I would guess no, as multiple source of explosions, they might reach you at different times. We
Exactly.
can't rely on it. Like, it's not a
Yeah.
bad thing to have up, but we can't rely on it.
I'm going to go ahead and dispel the concern. Each of these will count as an individual source of detonation and count as an individual source of damage. It will be 14 sources of damage, not 1.
We can
Okay.
take that.
Yeah. No.
We
No.
can take
No, we cannot. Okay. So Death Ward is kind of pointless here. Yeah. Oh, damn it. Sorry, I just spilled chicken all over my kitchen.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's not that much chicken. I can clean it up with a napkin. Anyway, yeah. So I think that we can put all of these in a demiplane. Eric, are all the barrels in roughly the same place, like in the
Yes,
same
they're
berth
adjacent to
on the
each
ship?
other.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. We've already disabled the tripwires leading into the belly of the ship. Do we, Tati, Saphira, could you guys make a check to, just make absolutely sure that the barrels themselves are not connected to anything, like in the way that they're lashed to the floor, just like there's no hidden tripwires underneath the barrels that we're gonna fire off when we unlash them. And does anybody have like locate traps or something we could try?
I got 2 eyes.
Here you go, Tati.
So no, I don't.
Okay.
I counted all the traps. They are all accounted for.
Okay. That's good enough for me. Tati's the best in the business. So, all right. With that, Eric, is there Bryn is going to pick a flat vertical surface,
Sure.
or almost flat vertical surface on the nearest wall or bulkhead,
Sure.
And is going to cast the demiplane spell,
Cool.
and is going to create a new empty demiplane, and create a door to a new demiplane.
Cool.
Before we start moving on this, or while this is happening, do you want me to open up a portal to the mansion and we can stick coin in there for safekeeping, and then we can also hide in there when the time comes? I feel like that would be a good place to jump out of.
That seems very reasonable, especially because it takes a minute to cast, and if we have the full minute to cast it now rather than in combat, that's a good safety. That seems very smart. And if we want to get everybody in there except for me, because let's be honest, if one of these barrels goes, I'm gone. Bryn ceases to exist on the material plane. There will be nothing left of me but my magic items. I don't know if anybody in this party can survive the blast except for maybe Stason can take all 14 of them.
I can cast contingency and throw up a wall of like force around all of us if it blows.
Ooh, that's a very clever idea. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. If
That's all
I put a wall of force to do a contingency.
Why don't we
I
just
do
all
think we
hide
should
in the
start
mansion?
moving.
Why don't we all hide in the mansion, and then the contingency could be a resilient sphere cast on you, and then that saves you. You do the bomb diffusal while we're all hiding in the mansion, and then if the bomb goes off, then the contingency saves your ass.
I like that. I really like that. Do you, Oshin, do you know Resilient Sphere?
I don't think that I do. I can check.
Okay.
No.
Can you,
I know
can
wall
you
force.
use
That's why I thought that.
Yeah,
can
that's
you use
that should be
telekinesis? Can you use telekinesis through the sphere?
fine. Ooh, that's a good idea. I think I can actually. Yeah, it's you gain the ability to move. Here, I'll pop this in the VTT. You gain the ability to move or manipulate objects or creatures by thought. I can exert my will on. Can I move? When I'm in the resilient sphere, can I move it around like a hamster ball?
Yes, you can, I believe.
Okay, so yeah, so I can
Yeah.
stay within 60 feet of the. I can just stay within 60 feet of whatever I'm trying to manipulate. How long does resilient sphere last?
A minute, which will probably be enough to move, if not everything, at least most of it. And honestly, if it blows up in the first minute, that's what matters.
I would go a lot slower than a minute. I'd maybe like start. I think I'm thinking like maybe one per minute or one every 30 seconds is probably the rate that I'm going to be moving these. Because I'm going to be doing this real slowly and carefully, and not just like chucking stuff around.
All right. Well, I think either way we should get started because we don't know how much time we have here.
Agreed.
I'll get started on opening up the portal to the mansion. You should go ahead and get your portal up as well.
Yeah, the demiplane's already up, and it lasts for an hour.
Okay, great.
So yeah,
Perfect. I'll be working for the next minute on getting the mansion portal up. I'll do it on the front of the ship, and then if we want to just put a sphere on you every minute, I could go through some spell slots. It'll cost a lot, but that might be worth it. Otherwise, if Oshin wants to do the contingency plan, that could be good too. Either way, something to keep you alive might not be a bad idea. But after a minute, anyone who wants to come into the mansion, it'll be open for you.
Quinn gives a thumbs up.
Okay, yeah, I think the resilience sphere and the contingency wall of force are both really good ideas. Yeah, I think the wall of force is just going to have to be like a full 5-foot radius sphere around myself, and it's going to cut through the deck of the ship. But I think if the bombs go off, the ship is just going to be sort of disintegrated, and so I think
it can form a 10-foot sphere around you, so that's fine. But it can also do a hemispherical dome, so it doesn't have to go through the ship.
I think the problem with the dome is that the floor would still be the bottom of the ship, like the floor of the ship that we're standing on, and so the firewall could just like destroy the bottom.
I read that as it being like the wall of force being the bottom floor as well, but that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think we could simply make it the bottom.
Just for the record, the hemisphere has been ruled to have a floor underneath it.
Okay, thank you. That is extremely helpful. Yeah, then that's perfectly fine.
Keep in mind, I don't think you can use it to just naturally cut through things like the ship's boards. I think it'll just stop at the edge.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I think we start with the resilient sphere just for the first one. Or just for a minute, just in case. Because if something's going to go wrong, it's probably going to be the moment I touch the moment I like grab the first barrel. Yeah, it's and it's the weight limit is 1,000 pounds, and a barrel is heavy, but I don't think it's half a ton.
It is.
So we'll just have to. We'll have to try and see.
Weigh about 340 pounds.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. Yeah, I think we go for it. Once the magnificent mansion is up, everybody inside.
Okay.
Bryn's gonna open the door to the demiplane and keep it wide open.
Headed to the magnificent mansion. Don't die.
Oh, you know me, old friend. I'm the best in the business at not dying.
You know,
You
have a good point.
If you need extra guns, you know where to find me. Cracks his knuckles.
If I do go, it'll be painless. Just saying.
Done.
That's the. But no, it really isn't. Honestly, you should. I would say be like 40% more optimistic than that.
Oh, I'm as optimistic as I can possibly get. I'm that is as optimistic. That is. I'm looking on
You
the
say
bright
that
side.
you just described how painless you think your death's gonna be, but different strokes.
Hey, that's a good thing. I'm looking on the bright side.
If you say so, man.
As the rest of the gang goes through the door into the magnificent mansion, Prince starts whistling to himself. Always look on the bright side of death. I just beat for you to draw your terminal breath. Oh, such a good song. Anyway, yeah, once the team is Once the team is out of sight,
All right, you ready for the sphere? I can put it on you, pop inside, and then close the door behind me. We'll be back out in, I guess, a minute.
let's do the sphere is the thing with the shortest duration. Oshin, can you set up the contingency first?
Oh, he went to the mansion. We gotta get him out.
Oh,
Yeah, I can do that. But I will say with this, we just have one shot because I have to use my 9th of it because I have to use Wish to cast contingency.
okay, that's totally fine. Bryn will stand outside the door of the outside the door of the demiplane, but far enough away that he's not obstructing the entrance because he needs to be able to see what he's controlling at all times.
Sure.
And so Bryn is going to sort of position himself outside the door, but a good few feet away from it, so he'll be able to have eyes on the whole thing because once. Well, I guess Oshin, you could just say the contingency goes wherever Bryn is, and it's centered on Bryn. It doesn't have to be a fixed point in space.
Yep, I'm pretty sure I can just cast it on you because it's just like describing an event that would cause it to go off.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So that'll be
ready when you are.
10 minutes. I just put it in there. So it'll last for 10 minutes.
The wall of force will last for 10 minutes, or the contingency will last for 10 minutes?
I believe the contingency lasts for 10 minutes, and then if it goes off, the wall of force lasts for 10 minutes.
I thought the contingency lasted longer.
Contingency
I
lasts
thought
for
you got
10
like
days.
It lasts for how long?
So it's a casting time of 10
you're
minutes.
right.
If you cast it with Wish, that becomes one action, but the duration is 10 days.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. I read the casting time, not the duration. So, yeah, you have 10 days, so don't need to work fast.
Right.
All right. So you're good.
Okay. So just to clarify, Oshin casts Wish, and the Wish is for a contingency, and the contingency is choose a spell of 5th level or lower that you can cast, Wall of Force, that has a casting time of 1 action, and that can target you. Can Wall of Force target a person?
I cannot.
Okay, so this might not work.
Oh. I don't have anything else that would work then.
Yeah, the contingent spell takes effect only on you, even it can normally target others. Okay, it was a good idea, but I think in this circumstance, it's not going to work. I think if we just do the
other option. Actually, I guess I'd be holding an action.
Let's do. What if we just did the wall of? We could just do the wall of force right now, and it lasts for 10 minutes, and then we do the hemisphere, and then it's I
think that lasts long enough. You should be fine.
Yeah, you make the hemisphere 6 feet tall, which is just enough to cover Bryn, and so that his feet are on the floor of it, and the top of the dome is just over his head. And then
that'll work because I have enough spell slots that I could cast Wall of Force around you like 10 times.
Okay. Well then
it also has 10 minutes. I'm not worried. I feel like 1 will probably get us there.
Yeah. I think the first Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to cast Wall of Force then.
Okay.
All right.
So the wall of force forms.
Bryn is going to give a thumbs up to the rest of the party who's here. And
Is a thumbs up different from a nod?
Bryn can't hear you. He's in the wall of force.
Not even entertaining that.
But not realizing what you're saying. Bryn sees your lips moving and he doesn't know what you're saying, but he just nods to you through the wall.
I draw my weapon.
All right, I am gonna set my Pegasus to hover in the air around the ship and just kind of keep an eye out. And if there seems to be anyone approaching or anything like that, I'm gonna have him come down and try and get Bryn's attention.
Sure.
And then, if everyone else is ready, I'll head into the mansion and then close the door once everyone else is in.
All right.
All right.
Did anyone want to stay behind with Bryn? No? Okay. All right, Bryn.
Okay. Yeah.
You're inside
Once the door to the mansion vanishes, Bryn is going to cast the spell Telekinesis. He's going to he's going to take the barrel that's closest to him, and he's going to try and lift it off the ground by a couple inches, and then very carefully hover the barrel into the demiplane, and then rotate it slowly so that it's upright, and then set it in the back, one of the back corners of the demiplane, and then very gently set it down on the ground.
Cool. Just because it's fun, and I do have to put a little bit of risk involved, I'm going to ask for either your Arcana check or your sleight of hand in order to do this successfully.
That's fair enough, because we could easily bump the barrel into a corner or something if we were careless. We're going to go for Arcana because Bryn is very good at that, and the gem flower gives him advantage on. Oh wow, we actually rolled pretty bad, but 23.
A 23, you were able to maneuver each of the barrels one by one through the demiplane portal and set them up.
Delightful. Once the barrels have been all just sort of put. To be clear, he's not stacking any of the barrels on top of each other.
Good.
It's just a single layer of barrels, and it's 30 feet, and the barrels are probably not much. I'm imagining they're not much wider than
about 3 feet in
2 feet.
Yep.
Oh, that's bigger than I thought. Okay, well that's still we can make one row of. Okay, yeah, we have a 30 foot by 30 foot square, so we'll have one row of probably about 10 barrels in the back, and then another 4 barrels in front of those. And then, once that's done, Britt is going to patiently wait for the wall of force to dissolve. And then he's going to, once that happens, his plan is to go and close the door to the demiplane.
Just to be clear, you took up 126 square feet using the 14 barrels. There were 900 square feet in there. There's an additional 774 square feet left in the demiplane.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me.
All right. As each of these barrels goes in there, we'll rest nicely. You close the demiplane door.
All right. And then Bryn is going to go over to where he knows the door to the Magnificent Mansion is. I think if it's closed, he can't see it. And I think only Sason can open and close it, but he's gonna wait patiently for someone to sort of check on him.
Okay. Now, because this is fun, we're going to ask the question, how long would Sason have waited to reopen the Magnificent Mansion?
If it was anyone but Bryn, under a minute. But because it's Bryn, I'd wait the whole 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, if it's going to be 10
I appreciate
minutes,
your faith in me.
Then what we're going to do is I'm going to ask for a D100 from Bryn. But do you want to roll higher or lower than a 93?
Oh, I'd like to roll lower than a 93.
Your choice is going to benefit you. So if you roll lower, this will benefit you.
Okay. I'm speculating that this has to do with whether somebody comes back
before. A very good speculation.
Yeah, all right. So we're rolling shooting to roll under 93 with a D100. Okay, that's very under 93.
Very, very under 93. Understood. You're good. All right. Oh, you're able to wait the 10 minutes until the Magnificent Mansion opens again.
All right. Hey guys,
are you alive out here?
Yeah, I think we're good. All the barrels went into the demiplane just fine. The door is still there. I can't make the door go away. until the spell ends. And I don't feel like sending out a dispel magic at 8th level to end it early is worth it, unless the situation demands it. But yeah, everything went off without a hitch. All the barrels went into the demiplane. There's still lots of room in there, but yeah, the demiplane is closed. The explosives are quarantined, at least for now.
Sure, we don't want to dispel the demiplane just because if they show up and see a weird door, that's probably a red flag.
Can I get an Arcana check from you, Bryn?
Sure. Yeah, well, we could dispel the door later if we end up leaving the ship and they come for it. But I think for now, as long as we're the only ones here, Arcana with advantage. We rolled a 2 and a 3.
You're going to
for
want
a
to
16.
re-roll that if you want the information. You do have your inspiration. Should you choose?
Really? Does your tracker say I have inspiration? Because my character sheet does not.
I show that everyone currently has inspiration.
Appreciate it. Cool. Given the stakes here, I am going to re-roll that. I'm going to spend my heroic inspiration, and I'm going to click the Arcana button again.
Okay.
Much better.
With a 27, Dispel Magic doesn't dispel the door to the demiplane. It dispels the demiplane.
Really? Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
You're not
well,
casting
then in that
the door
case, we
to
got
demiplane,
nothing.
You're casting demiplane. So when the spell ends, whatever's in there is still in there. But if you were to dispel the demiplane while you had access to it, everything that's in there would be dumped vigorously out.
Interesting. When the spell ends, the door disappears and any creatures or objects inside the demiplane remain trapped there. Oh well, I'm sure everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
And I'm sure we're not gonna have to worry about this. Okay, cool. Let's
Bryn's been great.
Okay.
Right,
sorry,
we have a few
what was the
things.
last?
You've been granted inspiration again. People care about you.
Delightful. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Twitch chat. You guys are the best. Except for the one of you who was wishing death upon me in private messages, you know who you are. But to everyone else, thank you. Also possible that the person wishing death on me and the person who gave me inspiration are the same person.
They are not.
But I have no way of knowing that.
Yeah. So then we have a thing that happens.
Okay.
You will receive a message.
Mm-hmm.
Understood. We are located at the Grand Library. When you arrive, meet us at its entrance. We have not met, but I know your appearance.
Bryn is going to respond. He knows who this is and why they're contacting him. Bryn is going to respond to the sending spell and say, copy that. A bit tied up at the moment. We'll contact you when we're on the way. And then I'm gonna type that in a message to Eric just so that's written down.
I got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Good. I'm gonna write it down anyway just so I remember what I said.
I've copied that. A bit tied up at the moment. We'll contact you when we're on our way.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Cool. And then Bryn's going to tell the rest of the... Shut up, Oshin. Bryn's going to tell the rest of the party. Oh, by the way, Deus is ready to examine the Chrononacrum keys. Why do I bring you guys anywhere? But yeah, it's
Didn't we lie to him and tell him we didn't have the keys?
Yes, but we told them we knew where to get them. So I mean, it's kind of, let's be real, it's kind of obvious that we have them. I think that's sort of common knowledge, but no, I have never confirmed that we had the keys, just for the sake of plausible deniability, or if anybody with ill intentions is listening. But I did say that we had custody of them and knew where to get them. So he's expecting us to be able to produce them, even if we claimed we didn't. we denied having them on our person.
Just to be cautious, we are sure that we actually want to let him look at the keys, right?
That's still a topic for discussion. That, as far as I'm concerned, the keys are party property. I feel confident in his ability and intentions, and I would love to let him look at least one of the keys as a start, possibly looking at more of them, because while I think we are possibly the best candidates on the material plane to have custody of them right now, there's still so much that we don't understand. And if there's some way to permanently heal them from interference and additional disruption of various timelines, I think we should go for that. But we don't have to talk about that right now. Let's deal with the situation at hand when we're
jumps into the future.
How about we give
again,
you your
we can
key?
discuss. We can discuss
my
which
key.
one. All right, get it out of your system. I'll wait.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's it.
No, I'm not good. I vote for Toddy's key. Get that key the hell out of here.
I also vote for.
I'll
Toddy's
take any
key.
opportunity to get that key out of her hands. At this point,
There's
I'm sick
one
of it.
way I can fucking use it. And
No, don't.
All right. As much as I want to do the same argument for the 14th time, because this one might be different, we are supposed to be setting a trap right now.
Okay,
what are we
fine.
doing? Oh.
Oh yeah, setting a trap.
As a reminder, we are on an enemy ship inside of maybe an enemy's place.
I mean, it used to be an enemy ship. Doesn't really look like his anymore.
Do you have any like subtle ward? It's a no.
I don't know the
Bryn
alarm
feels
symbol.
Bryn feels a strong urge to open the demiplane and push Sason inside it. He's not really sure why, but just he hears a voice in his head that says, "Push Sason into the demiplane."
I was also told to do that by a mysterious voice. That's interesting.
Of course you were. But yeah, fun fact: we do have an interrogation chamber of sorts. If we ever want to stress somebody out, we can put them in a room full of explosives. Anyway, just had a maybe a slightly evil thought. But anyway, cool. So now what? We have all the explosives are safely stored away, at least for now. We've got the ship.
Okay.
Do we want to just leave the ship? Do we?
Well, if we want to try to get him on the ship and like as close as possible rather than seeing from a distance and running, what we should do is make it look like we were never here. So the question is, can we make it look like there's still barrels here without him being aware that, of course, we've kind of vaguely looted the place? Because if we make it look from a distance that we were here, he's just not going to show up, I imagine.
Oh, you're saying just temporarily in the outside. Can we put the tripwires back so that they're visible from the outside, but just not connected to anything on the inside?
I mean, it's not like they were super visible from the inside.
True,
Okay.
but if
you know
I
they're
will
there, it's
require the
different.
shit out of this place. And if he's very, very careful and looks with super high perception at like the glint of a little bit of metal wire on the edge, he's gonna be like, that place is so tripped out. I go and get all the tripwire bits. All the bits. I'm gonna booby trap the shit out of this place.
To be clear, we don't need to actually booby trap it.
But like, if we were gonna get halfway there, we might as well go the whole way, right?
Well, I think the goal is just to make it so that he doesn't realize that we're here from a distance. Like he's approaching the ship. He thinks, "Oh, good, my ship is still here. Their booby traps are still here. It's nobody's been here, and it's safe to
If we
safe to
set a
come
bunch
back."
of booby traps and then he comes to the ship and then we have to go fight him while there's 10 billion booby traps on ship that you like actual booby traps, then I'm gonna trip about 15 of them when we start the
Nobody
fight, and
ever
everything's
wants
gonna
me to
blow
booby
up.
trap anything. It's so unfair.
No fun.
I'm so good at it, probably.
I'll tell you though, there's one person
What
who
would be
wants
the
to.
point if you booby? Are you gonna make new traps that are like different from the traps he placed so that he won't be?
Well, I was
aware of
gonna make them look the same, but then they were gonna like.
But then isn't he just gonna
When he-
disarm all of them?
No, because when he went to disarm them, he'd be like, "This is obviously where I put it, so that it would like come off of this like explosive
and then
over
he'd
here." But
trick
oh
him.
wait, I put it on the other side.
Tati, I will make you a promise right now.
Sure.
Someday, somewhere, there will be an opportunity to booby trap the shit out of something, and I
feel
will
like
let you
being
go
handled.
hog wild on the place. And then, and if you want to, you could then, once you booby trap the place, you can use your chrononacrum key to get out of the place you booby trapped, if you
It's
want.
like one of those vague
that's-
promises you give toddlers.
Wait,
But not
doesn't get
today,
you out.
right?
Unspecific.
The key doesn't even get you out. It leaves you in the same place, just a little bit in the future.
Oh,
Like the
okay, you're
story
right.
of
I
Maybe
don't
Santa
know what
Claus
that key
over here.
does, Brandon. That's why it's so goddamn useless.
All right, I'm gonna decorate the ship with booby traps that aren't booby traps.
Okay. Can I get a deception check from you, Tati?
Sure. Just so you know, Bryn, my actual booby trapping skills is higher than my deception of booby trapping skills.
Cool. You make really cool looking booby traps that are not booby traps.
Would be.
This was a haunted house, though. The kids wouldn't even come in.
Right.
They'd be crying on the doorstep.
Exactly right.
All right. So we've mocked the place up to look like from the outside, to look like we were never here. Any other looting we want to try and do before?
Did we
Before the
identify
order
the
comes
ring?
I'm not sure we ever cast identify on it.
We should do that, and also as a reminder, please, please, please do not put it in a bag of holding just in case.
Good catch. We'll make sure to not do that. But yeah, Bryn would like to take out his wand of identify and touch it to this mysterious gold ring,
Okay.
and cast the identify spell on this strange magic item.
Get that for you here.
Sorry.
It's been a long time since I had to pull these up. Because I don't think I have that book outside of a box at the moment. I'm trying to find where they are. We're just going to, for the sake of this spell, we're going to call them hither thither rings. Basically,
That works just fine.
it is technically 2 rings. One ring allows you to access the other ring and whatever's on the other side of that other ring. If you turn the ring around, you see exactly the same thing on the other side. They're just a wormhole, for sake of a better term.
When you say access,
You get from
can we
hither to
fit
thither.
through the ring?
You cannot fit through the ring.
Okay. But it's not a different plane, correct? Like,
I didn't say
if
that.
I,
If, okay,
is it a different
with your
plane?
Arcana check, can I get an Arcana check from Bryn? Because there's some technicalities to this thing that are absolutely mind-boggling, and I love it. Okay? Oshin, you could also roll this.
I
Okay.
feel like a 29 is probably good enough.
Understood. So, for Bryn's information, the way these rings work is wherever one ring is, it teleports to the other ring. Now, that other ring could be inside of an extra dimensional space. If it's in an extra dimensional space and you put a bag of holding in that extra dimensional space, it explodes. If, however, the other ring is on the material plane, it's fine. And there's no way to tell if the destination is an extra dimensional space or not.
So, just theoretically, if I were attuned to this ring, if necessary, and wanted to use it, would I put on the ring to activate it?
No, it's a hoop, like a knitting hoop.
So
Okay.
if we
It's not an
could
attunement
go in
item.
theory,
It's just a ring.
Oh wait,
a circular ring.
how? What's the diameter of this
About
ring?
8 inches.
Okay, so it's bigger than I was picturing like a gold ring that you wear on your finger,
No,
but it's like a
It's
like a
sewing
small
hoop.
hula hoop.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Maybe you
then and
just
so you could
install it.
just so it's a gold ring for a giant, a enormous giant.
Similar to
Or
Inception.
yeah, so basically it's like you said, it's a portal and you can pass stuff through it.
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, we could tell whether it is on this. I mean, I guess it doesn't really help us right now, but whether it is on the same plane, because if you just tried to like misty step to where you could see on the other one, in theory, it should fail if it's on a different plane, right?
Well, you would be able to see the other location, and because it is within 30 feet of you through the ring, you could teleport there.
Oh, okay.
You could see if the telepathic bond fails. If you could get someone on the other side, the telepathic bond doesn't work across planes. So in theory, that would fail.
I think we should put it away for now. As a reminder, we still at any time he could show up. We should not be standing on the deck looking at the thing. I think it's really cool, and I think we could probably teleport inside and figure these things out later. But I just think right now we should stow it.
Well,
Oh,
I think
hang on.
I'm just wondering what's on the other side in case he is on the other side.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. So can you describe again, Eric, if we look through the ring, what's the scene that we see through the portal?
You see a fairly stocked office with a desk in the center, some barrels and wood scattered about. Looks almost like a warehouse office.
And we took a feather pen from that office, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we have an associated object. We just don't know where it is the problem. And you need to name a destination. I guess you could say you could try and teleport to that office. I don't know if that's specific enough. Okay. I think finding out where
we could just
that
misty step inside. We can see it. It's effectively a wormhole. We could just misty step very easily.
Tati, any interest in going on a scouting mission, or Coin or Saphira, one of our stealthier party members? Any interest in doing a little sneaking?
Happy to.
I don't even have to ask.
I'm going to take that as instruction and immediately start casting.
It's not an instruction. It's a suggestion that if we wanted to explore what's on the other side. I know in character you'd probably be down for it, but I never, even if I'm the one strategizing, I never want to tell another person what to do. I
like being asked it because it lets my character be sassy. Sit around in the mansion or do something fun. Yeah, man.
All right. Anybody who wants to, I will vortex warp you through the hoop, and and then if you want to go on a quick exploratory mission and try and figure out where it is on the other side. Is it in a certain city? Is it even on this plane? And then when you're ready, I'll teleport you back.
Field trip.
So
yeah, I'm good to go.
Who's in? I just suggested the 3 sort of naturally high dexterity members of the party who may or may not be able to turn invisible, but
I'm very dexterous. I'm just not interested.
Okay. Rusin, I'd be happy to teleport you across if you wanted to go. I just think that if the goal was remaining stealthy, I'm not really sure that's your thing.
The difference between being dexterous and stealthy.
True, but in D&D,
I'm actually not.
In D&D, the first is a prerequisite for the second. But all right, so it's okay, who's going first? Coin and Tati?
Coin steps up.
You guys ready to go? Okay. I guess, can anybody self teleport? I know like Sason has like face step, but do you
keep
have
in mind,
do you,
I could use my face step as well to teleport someone in. It might be a cheaper use to even use one of those than for you to vortex warp.
That's true. You could face step in with them and then wait there, and then while they do some scouting,
Yeah, sure.
and then oh wait, can you face step just one person, or does it have to be? Do you have to go with
It
them?
has to be someone I touch, so it'll just be one person. But I can also then just teleport myself inside and wait for them. That's not the end of the world.
Okay.
It also might be good for survivability if there's anything that goes wrong to have me having eyes in there. But either way,
That's true. Okay, I'm thinking for now I'll stay here so I can vortex warp people back if I can see.
Yeah, Tati's gone.
Tati's gone. All right. So yeah, Sason, if you want to send people across, go right ahead, and I will wait here, and I will teleport whoever else needs it.
All right. Who else is going right now? I want to get someone else in there with Tati immediately. Saphira?
I'll go.
All right. I will use my face step on Saphira and teleport her in.
Cool. You guys look through there and you can see them in that office.
Can we
All
see
right,
back
and
to
then-
the ring from inside the
Yes,
office?
you can.
Fantastic.
All right,
Great.
Sason and Coin, do you guys want to go? I can
I'm
get
gonna
you
head
both
in.
Okay.
Send me a bus.
I'll just pop it in myself, and then I can send a couple people back, but you're gonna have to yoink the rest probably.
That's fine. I'll send Coin in using Vortex Warp.
Great, and I'll teleport myself.
All right.
Okay. Why does it only show the saving throw? I want it to show the name of the spell. Hang on. If I do cast on VTT, that doesn't work either. Sorry, I'll figure this out on my own time. Okay, so I think we've got 4 party members across, and Bryn, Oshin, and Ruzid are remaining on the ship.
Very well.
You know, more people
There
went
we go, that's
across than
better.
I expected.
If Rusid gets to fight Larry while we're gone, I'm gonna be so sad. He better take really good notes about what happened.
Oh, this is you guys. This is 5 minutes. This is 5 minutes in and out. The whole point of this is just to discover where
I didn't hear that.
the
I
other
heard
side is.
there might be a city on the other side, and we should go find out where it is.
Wait,
So let's go find out where this city is.
All right. So do you start leaving the office, Tati?
Can I do an investigation of the office?
Sure.
Also, quick question before we start exploring things: is the telepathic bond still working across this distance?
we never had the telepathic bond up because Bryn is still connected to Faroof on the Contrarian. And so
What are we doing?
the party never had the
So
never had the
as
bond
you
up.
attempt to connect to Bryn with the telepathic bond, it fails.
All right, we're definitely on a different plane, obviously.
Obviously.
Makes
Tati,
sense.
as you look
Yeah.
around the office, you're going to notice that the desk is trapped. Many of the barrels are trapped. The door to this office is trapped, and the windows are trapped.
It's all a trap.
It's not clear right away whether or not I'm calling them out or just humming to myself, but trap, 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 trap.
So
Yep, I'm pointing them out.
Nobody move.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand right here and let you do your thing.
Fantastic. Is the all right? The nature of these traps are these explosives again?
You're going to see a wide variety of traps. You're going to see some acid traps. There's some mechanical traps that look like bear traps. You're going to see some needle traps. There's a fog trap that would dispense a kind of mist into the air, an aerosol.
Mhm.
You're going to see a couple explosives. Yeah, and you notice that the desk is a mimic.
Well, that's not a trap. That's a pet. I
What's a pet?
the desk is a pet. I want to start around my party members and make sure that they can't bump into something that's going to explode gas in our face.
More of a guard dog than a pet.
Yeah. I mean, avoiding the desk for the moment. I'd like to disarm any traps that would prevent us from just moving about and, breathing.
You can move about and breathe just fine. As long as you don't touch
I'm
anything.
worried about sizing.
Understood.
Honestly, in this group, it's sizing I'm worried about.
I'm trying to remain very still.
How we deal with barrels.
It's you can
Yes,
use
if you're
a bull in a china shop size it is.
Just watch. Saphir's gonna start off a disintegration trap. It's gonna happen.
It weren't me that time. You don't know about the. You don't know about the.
Hey, don't get worked up. You're gonna blow something up.
Oh, I'll be blowing something up. I wasn't quite sure what that threat meant.
Because I'm able to, Mike, I'd like to disarm the traps without breaking them.
Okay.
Coin's in here, right?
Yes, sir.
I want to roll because did Tati audibly identify the desk? I know we did like a bit. Okay, I'm just making sure.
The desk is a pet trap pet. A mimic. It's a mimic.
Can Coin get a vibe on how like well made the desk appears?
Sure. Roll your insight check.
I mean, if you want to do a dental check.
Coin,
I'm not checking the
this
droids.
desk is easily worth 200 gold pieces.
Depends on the buyer.
It's one of those desks that looks so sturdy that you can put your feet on it, recline in that chair, and look like a boss.
200 gold, dead or alive. Coin won't do anything on it. That's just him making a little inquisition.
Well, that's when you guys will hear a key in the door.
How far did I get on disarming traps?
Go ahead and roll your sleight of hand for one of them.
I did. It was a 32.
A 32. You've
Using
disarmed
tools.
one of the traps.
Fantastic.
Does this door look like it opens inward or outward?
It opens inwards towards you.
God, I'm gonna blow this whole place up accidentally. I'm going to
Knew it.
try to immediately cast Wall of Force and block the door from opening.
Okay.
gonna
And that
disarm
does
another
have verbal
trap.
components, right? Awesome.
Terrible.
Yeah, I'm whispering. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Worst that could happen.
So you will hear from the other side. Oh, so you found it. Well, that's fun. Who's in
Guys,
there?
it's time. I'm gonna start motioning to the ring silently to everybody.
Sounded like Sason. Is that you, Sason?
No.
Can I get a deception check, please? That was really pathetic.
I doubt Larry knows what this sounds like when he gets walked in on in the bathroom.
I also love absolutely nobody making any moves otherwise. Everyone wants to see this play out.
Right? With a 29. If you're not Sason, then who are you?
I'm motioning to the ring again. God,
No one's moving.
We don't want to go to the ring.
That's teleport.
At this point, I'm wondering if those of us on this side of the ring go through to your side. Because if that's Larry on the other side of the door, like we
Yeah, I
found
guess
him.
Just
and
yank him.
is-
You recognize the voice?
yeah.
Can we-
Crush.
Can we hear what's going on through the ring, Eric, or do
Yeah,
we just see
hear it.
Sazen? Oh, okay, this is
It looks at
also-
Bryn and then looks at Oshin and then looks at the ring.
I don't know if I know what Larry sounds like, so I have no idea if this is Larry or not.
I know what he sounds like. Does it sound like him?
It does.
It sounds like a dumbass with a hat.
Wow. Thank you.
Is he having a conversation with himself?
I imagine I am whispering here, and Tati's just loudly stating that.
No, Tati is crawling around on the floor trying to undo the next trap.
You don't have time before this is going to happen. So, who are you?
Guys, what are we doing here? We getting out or are we fighting? What's happening?
And you'll hear,
What's
really?
Corn's
That's
gonna
exciting.
he go invisible.
He's going to go invisible? Awesome.
I'm just trying to get it before any rolls for initiative
Yes, sir.
occur, so he's
Understood.
invisible now. And I'll even call it a stealth check.
Fear will just look at Jason.
You guys wait right there. I'll be with you in just a moment.
You bet.
Come back later, we're busy.
The sound at the door stops. You won't hear anything else from there.
Okay. Guys, I think we don't fight in a mysterious place with nothing we know going on here. I think we should get out immediately. Grab something quick, and then let's leave, and maybe that'll tell us where this is.
Yeah, but now we're gonna lose his trail because he knows we left that ring on the ship.
Yeah, well, he did also say he'd be right there. I don't know what's happening. Either he's coming back here, or he's coming back to the ship. Either way, we should probably all be in one location.
Sason, was that Larry through the door?
I don't know, man. I don't know him. He knows
I
me,
give Bryn
apparently.
a thumbs up. It definitely was.
Well,
That's
what are we
when
doing?
you guys
Beat
will
his
hear
ass.
a brick break through the window behind you guys and onto the floor.
Yeah, that's okay,
I hold my breath.
When you say behind you, is that in the office or on the ship?
In the office, there's a set of windows, and a brick just came through. I'm going to ask you guys to please roll for initiative.
All right, everyone, get the brick.
Get the brick.
Is there anything written on it?
There is nothing written on the brick.
Oh, come on. All right, hang on. I think we need everybody through the. I think we need everybody through the window. So yeah, I'm gonna use inspiration to re-roll that initiative.
Very well.
Please. Okay. I just want to be going before Ruzid and Oshin, and I think that's not happening.
Bryn.
I guess Oshin can do a vortex warp on him or Misty. They both have Misty Step. I guess it's fine. I'll take 13.
Great. Kira, Sason, Boyne, and Ruzid. All right, go ahead and update your initiatives, please.
I do not have
You don't see
editing
it on there?
privileges
Understood.
on the turn order. No, I see it, but I can't.
Understood.
I
Ditto.
can't click on the
Bryn
number.
got a 13. Oshin, what'd you get? 18.
18,
Tati,
19.
19. Tati,
Yeah.
Saphira 18,
18.
Sason 7, Coin 15,
Mhm.
Ruzid.
Me.
I do not see
roll.
Ruzid. 14.
all right. And Larry. Because, of course, Larry has initiative.
No, he sound like he outside.
Oh, he's outside.
He's fast.
No,
How he gonna?
I
fight outside?
literally, if you guys go back and watch the replay, I counted 45 seconds.
45
well, we're also
seconds is
idiots.
So many 6 seconds. I could have done so many traps at that time.
All right, and
Next time.
here we go, 25.
Uh,
All right,
oh, Larry.
well, guys, Larry gets to go first. Great. We are going to throw a shrapnel knife through the window. As the shrapnel knife goes lobbed through the window, It's not aimed at any one of you guys, but rather at one of the stacks of barrels over there.
How close is the barrel to me?
This entire room is 30 feet wide and 30 feet long.
So perhaps I become the target?
Yeah. With a 32
Jeez.
to hit you, Jason.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right. So this is going to strike you. This is going to deal 14 piercing damage. And then it explodes. As the shrapnel pieces go in all directions, these go outwards up to 30 feet.
And then loop
I need
around and
all
hit him
of you.
again.
No, these are not ranged attacks. Nice try. As the shrapnel knife explodes, we're going to need everyone to make dexterity saving throws of a DC 22 or suffer 9 slashing damage and have their movement speed reduced by half.
Does any of that shrapnel go through the
No,
go through the hoop?
I wish I could. Oh. All right, so Saphira and Coin, you guys are going to suffer the 9 slashing damage, and your movement
but
speed will
yeah.
be cut in half.
I think I'm within Satan's aura because it should be
Okay.
large enough to cover the whole room.
True.
So I think so.
Oh, that would apply to
Elevated.
coin too.
Yep. Okay, cool. You guys did save. However, that's when the barrel explodes. And I need everyone in the room to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw against the barrel exploding.
Does the desk have to make a saving throw
The
too?
desk is going to be dead after this.
Oh no!
Oh, the desk
That's
is
no way to
toast.
treat a pet.
Doesn't give a damn.
This is why I don't like him. And because he jumps off ships in the middle of the ocean.
All right. So, those of you who succeed on this are going to take half the damage. The rest of you will take the full. So, need that second dexterity saving throw from Coin. There you go. Cool. Awesome. Now, this is not a magical effect. So, this is going to deal a total of 24 damage. It's 12 fire and 12 piercing damage to each of you.
I have evasion. I will take none.
Understood?
Ditto.
So, Sayson,
I'll
you're the only
take
one
damage.
who took damage.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Just dodge it.
I did save, and the damage is halved past that, so I will not take that much, but I do take damage.
Cool.
It's
Then
face
we,
first into the explosion.
then we are going to continue. We will throw a second shrapnel knife at you. This one will critically miss you. It hits the wall outside the window. And lastly, his third attack is done using a grappling harpoon. Because your friends are within range of you, Sayson, this has to target you. Sayson, I will critically strike you
Nice.
with a grappling
Yeah,
harpoon.
yeah.
Jeez. You
Sayson,
caught it.
Fair enough.
This is
Yeah,
going to
look,
deal 51
look,
points
I'm a
of
monk.
damage.
It goes right through my hands.
We'll work on that.
Sayson, you are impaled by this and pulled all the way to where you are up against the window.
Cool. I will take half of it. He will take half of that. So he'll take, I guess, 10 points of damage there, and then whatever a fourth of the first hit I took, which was like 3 or something.
Understood? Got it. So, suffered 13 damage. Awesome. Cool. That is going to be the extent of his turn for now. Yeah. And we will then go to Tati.
Yeah. Between us and the window,
Yes.
what traps are between us and the window?
You saw one of those aerosol traps right next to the window, and it's currently right at Sayson's hip.
Is that the only one between, for example, Coin in the window?
Just get out! Why are we looking at you?
You seem fine.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I am. You guys aren't gonna be.
You're welcome to do whatever you'd like to do, Tati. What are we going to try?
I'm gonna disable the aerosol.
You're going to run up
Track.
next to Sason and disable the aerosol track, okay?
Well, I say run. I mean, not triggering any other traps, please.
Sure. So, this is a dexterity or a sleight of hand check for DC 28.
I still have my tools out because I
Sure.
was using them right before
Sure.
this.
With the 32, because you can't get any lower, you disable the trap.
Do I now have an aerosol can in my hand?
No, you've disabled the tube. It doesn't give you the whole thing.
Fair enough.
But you've
I-
broken the trap and it will not fire off.
Fantastic. What? I'm next to the window now, yeah?
Yes.
How high up are we?
You're at ground level.
Oh, fantastic. Does that mean I'm looking straight at Larry?
You can look out the window where that harpoon rope, the chain that's attached to Sason right now, you can
Sure.
see Larry off in the distance there, yes.
What kind of distance?
He is 60 feet away.
Ooh, nice. Does he have any friends out there?
No,
Are we on a grassy hillside, or what's it
You're
look
on
like
a
out there?
dry, grassy hillside. The trees here are yellowed and withered. Maybe in the springtime they'll come back to life.
Putting a mask on is a free action.
Yes?
If I put a mask on to do a nature check, could I recognize the region that the trees originate from?
You're welcome to try.
I would like to do that.
Okay?
I'm gonna put on a mask that has a bloom of flowers across it, and figure out some nature for me.
Okay.
Hold up. That's not how that works. All right. So because I have the mask, I have proficiency, which gives me a minimum of 10.
Sure. That's a 16.
I am. No, wait. Is it a 16?
Yeah.
What am I nature? Oh, it's a +5. So yeah, 15.
15. Yep.
There we
So,
go.
no, you don't know where you are.
So I don't recognize these trees at all, though.
Not at all.
So like they're not from anywhere.
I will
Where
tell
I've
you
been.
they are not from anywhere that you guys have visited, and you guys have visited a lot of places.
All right. Do I have enough movement to get back from the window?
Yes.
I'd like to get back to where I'm not particularly in view,
Okay.
and yell up to Bryn that I still don't know where we are.
All right.
I know where we're not, which is any place we've
that
ever
doesn't
been.
matter. If Larry's there, let's get him. We
No,
can
yeah,
teleport home afterwards. We're level 20. We can do whatever we want. Get
Well,
Larry.
You gave me a mission first, and it was to figure out
But
where
it
this
was
place
before
is.
Larry knocked on the freaking door.
What? There's a hole in my head. Why are we fighting about this?
Feel that by looking at it. I'm not concerned.
All right, Oshin, what are we doing?
Right. I'm just gonna look in and try and cast haste on Sizen.
Okay.
Oh, damn. All right. We're going.
Well, I'm not going in. That's why I cast it on you.
And for the record, I don't
does
have
that
this
go
battle
through?
map because you guys are doing weird things, and so is Larry.
You didn't expect us to do dumb stuff like this? Wow.
Look, guys, there's a reason why it's called the Toivoan Trainwreck. Sometimes we go off the cuff.
Love
Play
it.
stupid games, win stupid prizes. Oh yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you can
it hits
cast
him with
these on
haste? Okay, so I'll just do that, and that's it for my turn.
Cool. As you cast haste on him through that ring, we go to Safira.
All right. So is the hole that the I saw a certain message from someone. Anyway, is the hole that the grappling hook created big enough for a person to fly through, or am I going to have to break the window?
You're going to have to break the window. The hole that the grappling hook came through is only the size of a baseball.
Right? Oh, what's the worst that could happen? I'm going to fly through the window.
Did he thread the harpoon through the grappling hook hole?
The grappling hook is part of the harpoon.
Oh.
He did that.
Oh, I was thinking of the knife, the brick. Gotcha.
Yes. He has done that through the brick hole. So you're going to go and try to shatter through the window.
Yes.
Awesome. Saphira, can I get an athletics check? Saphira, you don't have advantage on that for any reason, do you?
I don't.
All right, I have a saved 18 skill check that I had done with the invoke the amaranth because I thought we would not be fighting today. I will use that 18 plus the 6 then.
Very well. Saphira, you go crashing through the window. As you do so, you will suffer some slashing damage due to the panes of glass. You'll suffer 3 points of slashing damage.
That is perfectly fine. It is. Yeah. As long as I look really cool doing it.
You did. And it's one of those anime moments where you come out and the window just bursts open, but one shard of glass catches across your cheek.
That would be a nice scar to tell a story of. I believe since I would have been on the other side of the room, that's 30 feet to the window plus another 60 to get to Larry. So I'm going to need to use my bonus action to dash the last 10 feet, and I'm going to attempt to hit him with a booming blade.
Very well. He's going to try to avoid this strike. However, with the 24, you struck him. And you're going to deal the 39 plus 14 for a total of 53. Is that right?
Yeah.
As the boom that comes from out there goes off. Anything else you want to do, Saphira? As Bryn's been granted inspiration yet again.
I will whisper in his ear, I've been waiting so long to do that. And then I'm going to just fly straight up for my other 70 feet.
He looks at you as you fly up and away. Always been a problem, that stuff, hasn't it? Well, we'll see about that. Anything else, Saphira?
Nothing else.
All right. He's going to use a legendary action. And he's going to fire off his second grappling harpoon. At you, Saphira. The 32 to hit you.
How dare you!
So, as this impales you, you are restrained, which causes you to fall. How far?
I'm 70 feet up. I am going to use my reaction to cast Featherball.
Understood. Cool.
If she's 70 feet up, is that disadvantage to hit her?
Nope. He's got 180 foot range on this thing. It's great.
But that's the max range. The long range is 180, so outside of 60 feet should be with disadvantage.
Yeah,
unless he has like a sharpshooter feat.
Got fun things. He hasn't activated it yet. I'm not tipping my hand all yet, but there's stuff coming. But yeah,
I'd be disappointed if there wasn't.
So, Saphira, you will fall.
I'd be okay with it.
Slowly. That was my legendary action. We go to Mr. Coin.
Coin rolled an 11 on stealth earlier. Does
You were not
Larry is okay? Doesn't have to check. Coin is gonna try to. He's trying to stealth behind Larry. Larry knows, and he's gonna go for an attempted stunning strike at the back of the neck.
Very well. With the 20, you didn't strike him. He's moving around way too much, trying to tangle both Saphira and Sayson. He's got
Coin.
one chain attached to Sayson and one attached to Saphira right now.
Coin's gonna attempt to sort of lasso him with the rope dart just to
Okay.
get a clean hit on.
Sure.
This isn't a stunning strike. This is just an attempt to attack.
He's moving around way too much.
All right, Coin having one more attack in his belt. He's going to read. He's probably getting kind of tugged between two sides of this chain. He's going to try to stand. He's calculate roughly where he expects to get pulled at some point. He's just trying to do an unarmed strike, but with
Okay.
simple air.
Of course. Unfortunately, you trip over a rock and are unable to hit him.
Okay, Coin
But
will.
no one saw it.
Pass. Thank God.
All right,
Coin passes for now.
cool. That's when I'm going to use another legendary action. And we're going to detonate harpoons. And that's the remote detonation. The two of you who are currently restrained are going to fail this. So this is going to be dexterity saving throws for anyone within 10 feet of each harpoon. So that's going to be Saphira and Sason. You guys are restrained. So you automatically fail this. You guys are going to suffer 15...
Restrained.
I'm sorry? Go ahead.
A restrained is disadvantage on
Disadvantage.
dexterity saving throws.
Go ahead, roll it with disadvantage. And you are not close to Sason right now.
Nope, I am not.
And this is not a magical effect. All right.
Oh, it's not
I'm
a magic.
probably
Okay. Either way, I was
close.
failing.
Yep. All right, so you're going to suffer 15 piercing damage. You didn't roll the fire on that. Error. Should have added the fire damage of 6. So it should be a total of 21 damage.
So I'm going to take a lot less than that because evasion halves both of those, so that becomes 7 and 3, and then I'm resistance fire, so that becomes 7 and 1.
Okay.
I also currently have resistance, but I don't have evasion, so I'll take the 10.
Very well. Cool. Then we go to Ruzid's turn. Ruzid, you're on the other side of that teleportation ring. What do you want to do?
So are we going in, Bryn? I guess.
I'm going in. I just saw Saphira run past the ring, and then I heard a crashing sound. It sounded like she went straight through a window. So I'm going in. There's been explosions and shattering glass, and it sounded like Sason got hit by something because he yelled in pain. So I think we're going in.
Well, time to kill a
so, yeah,
bastard. Let's go.
Right behind you.
Ruz is gonna go through, I guess.
How?
Is it not? You can teleport through, right?
Yes.
If you have.
some
Okay,
kind of
so I have
teleport.
Misty Step.
You have to teleport. Well, it's an 8-inch diameter hoop. So if you could fit your whole body through it, theoretically you could. But the rest of
Yeah,
us
I'm
have
gonna
just been
teleport
teleporting.
through with Misty Step
Okay.
as a bonus action.
Cool.
And
Stand in a room, and
okay,
the
I'm
room
surveying the
is
situation.
Yes. So let me go ahead and show you the room, because that's fun.
Everything is trapped, and the desk just died, so he's out the window, by the way.
The desk died.
Everyone is trapped. Okay. Where is Larry relative? Do we
Out
even
the
see
window,
him?
you
Like,
see.
out.
Currently, you see Sason up against the window with Stigmata, a current harpoon coming through his hand, and a chain attached to his hand, pulling him out the window. That window has
waved
been
with the other
broken
hand.
and is now jagged glass.
Yeah, not looking great.
I can't wait to
Ruzid
drag you through
is.
that. It's gonna be so good.
Oh, what's the worst that could happen? Ruz is gonna
I'm
cast haste
saying.
on himself.
You cast what on himself? Haste?
Haste.
Very well.
And then he's going to. How much movement to get to the window?
20 feet.
Okay, he's gonna fly 20 feet forward
Sure.
through the window and look outside.
Okay. You can see Larry off in the distance. Next, about 10
Oh.
feet away from him, you see Saphira prone in the ground with a harpoon impaling her.
Off in the distance, like how far is that?
60 feet.
60 feet? Okay. Bruzid is going to spend 40 feet of his movement to get like 20 feet away.
Yes, sir.
And then spend his action to dash and get like all right next to Larry.
Okay, his hasted action to dash. Understood.
Yep. Hasted action to dash. Correct.
Cool. All right. You
Eric, is it
and
okay
then-
if we sorry to cut in? Is it okay if we like sketch on the
Sure.
black
Absolutely.
background?
Go ahead.
Okay,
Tell you
thanks.
what, we will do this. We'll
Sorry,
just
didn't
go
mean to
ahead and
interrupt.
Just bring everybody over here. Feel free to
Oh,
sketch
and moved.
here.
Okay. And then I'm going to also use my action surge and you go and attack Larry. My first attack is going to be an attempt to grapple him.
Wait, how are you grappling him?
I'm using action surge.
Okay, action search. All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm going to go for grapple.
Sure.
I don't have advantage, but I have a very large
Understood.
bonus.
He's going to try to nimbly duck away, and you grabbed a hold of him.
You bastard! And then he's going to try to shove him to the ground.
Okay. And shove him to the ground. He's prone.
And then punch him in the face
Okay.
with advantage.
Fortunately,
Presumably,
he
Ruzit
moved-
is kind of on top of him,
Yep.
like punching down on him.
Your fist goes right down into the mud.
And that will be my turn.
All right, we're going to use a legendary action at that point, and we are going to use adaptive defense. And until the start of his turn, he's going to gain +3 bonus to AC and advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Interesting.
All right, Bryn, it's your turn. Bryn? He's been muted.
I apologize. Do I have this have I sketched out everyone's positions reasonably well? Do you have Larry in white, who's some distance away from the window? Sason in dark blue is still in the office. And then
Everybody else is dogpiling.
we've got so we've got Ruzit and Coin in light blue and very light blue respectively are dogpiling on him, and then we've got Saphira was 70 feet in the air but still
He's on the ground.
otherwise like right on top of he's on the ground now.
Yep. And Tati
Okay.
is in the room
that-
with Sason.
Tati, I had not gotten to Tati yet. Cool. We'll do that, and then okay.
However, you can't see any
Cool.
of that.
So I know. I'm just trying to picture in my head what I'm gonna see when we go through the window. So Bryn is going to so O'Sheen is still in the on the ship with Bryn. And Bryn is gonna offer to take O'Sheen with him through the portal. Bryn is gonna offer to cast Dimension Door and bring O'Sheen through. Is that acceptable? Does O'Sheen agree to go through, or does he not want to?
No, bring me through. I just didn't go through on my turn because I still thought that we were coming back. I was giving Sason
totally fair.
an action to bring extra people back, but he used to push forward.
No, that's very reasonable. I'm not being critical of that. I just wanted to make sure that it has to be a willing creature. So yeah, Bryn is going to cast, using his action, Bryn is going to cast Dimension Door, and he's going to bring himself and O'Sheen into this room somewhere. So Bryn is orange, and then O'Sheen is going to be right next to him in purple. And then Bryn is gonna look around, see that Sason is injured, see Tati, and then is gonna look out the window, look out the very broken window, and see the unmistakable form of Ruzid beating a guy to death. And then Bryn is gonna try and cast Scatter and he's going to target. It's an action, so we're going to have to put 2 sorcery points on this to make it a bonus action. Where are my sorcery points? Okay, we're going down to 13 sorcery points, and then we are going to cast Scatter as a quicken spell bonus action.
Sure.
13 SP left, and Bryn is going to choose up to 5 creatures within 30 feet of him. He's going to choose himself, Oshin, Sason, and Tati, and is going to try and teleport all of us just closer to. Nope, that's the wrong. I do not want the. I just want that, and I want that, and I want that, and I want that, and I was just going to try and bring everybody closer to where this guy is.
Okay.
That will
disengage the heart.
if everybody, delightful, and yeah, we're gonna put Sason in front, and then we're gonna put Oshin, Bryn, and Tati in the back, with about 10 feet of distance separating Natch and Sason, and then another 10 feet separating the remaining people.
Okay. Cool.
That is all my action economy. I might have still have a few feet of movement left, but I'm going to stay here so I can see everything.
All right. That's when he's going to fire off his 3rd legendary action, and he pulls through the grass at the side of him there and yanks on a hidden cord, pulling on it hard. There's going to be an explosion that fires off. We're going to do a remote detonation.
Thanks, Bryn.
As the remote
And he
detonation
put
fires
claymores
off
in the
right
yard.
here. This is going to be a 20-foot diameter explosion. So I need each of you to make a dexterity saving throw, or you are going to suffer 11 piercing damage and 12 fire damage.
How close is Sison relative to everyone
10
here?
feet away from you guys. Everyone's within reach, but this is
And,
not a magical effect.
So Sason, your auras on a non-magical effect, we would have +5, but no advantage, correct?
Other way around. You have the +5. You do not have advantage.
I also have. I think I have advantage from haste, so 20.
Okay, cool.
Not enough.
All right.
20 does not get me there. So 10 plus 11.
It's no 10's
the total?
10's the distance of a different thing. I messed up on the character sheet.
Okay.
It's supposed to be the 11 piercing, 12 fire damage.
Okay, so 23 total. Got it.
Yes, sir.
Not that horrible.
That's fine.
Is that half damage for saves?
It is. Unless you have evasion, in which case you take none.
Okay.
As one of the most overpowered features
so
in the
that's-
game.
11 damage for me.
Correct.
Presumably,
What's
this
the
isn't
difference of
harming Larry
saving
at
throws
all.
versus attacks.
I'm sorry, repeat the question?
I said, presumably, this isn't harming Larry at all. Like, it looks like he's not harmed from
He's
any of
doing
this.
these in places where he would not get blown up.
Okay.
So, Taysom, we go to your turn.
Right. Here's the thing. I don't want to hit this guy because I'm going to lose my resistance to these things he keeps doing. So I'm going to go on the buffing strat. Let's start with... Let's do an Aura of Vitality.
Okay.
Didn't display it. There we go. Displaying. I will heal... Let's start with just myself for 10 hit points there.
Sure.
And then I have the haste action. I'm going to get right behind Larry. I'm going to try and move directly behind him.
Sure.
Just make it a little bit harder for him to obviously run away. And then does anyone need a... I don't think we need like a sanctuary right now. Honestly, what we need to do is get him out of here somehow. If we can teleport to another location, make a demi-plane or something like that, I think that's our best move. So I guess I'm just gonna wait here for now after that.
And like force him into it.
Yeah.
Force
we
him into the
can,
demi-plane with
we
all
can
the
grapple him or
explosions and then
something.
shut him in.
Oh, that would be really funny. I wouldn't trust him not to like get away, but that's definitely an idea. Let's see what he does on his turn. It would be hilarious. I'm definitely not disputing that.
Anything else, Jason?
That's all for me.
Okay. Well, we have Larry's turn. All right. So I have Rooted on top of me right now, correct?
I have you grappled and you have been shoved prone.
Understood. We're going to start with our multi-attack. Actually, you know what? We're going to do our target lock. And we're going to designate one creature I can see within 120 feet, which is you, Ruzid. And you're going to be my priority target until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Attacks I make against you are going to have advantage, and attacks that you make against me have disadvantage on your... Oh, sorry. And your creature has disadvantage on the first dexterity saving throw against my explosives.
So he has straight rolls against me because he's shoved prone.
Correct. So, with a straight roll, that's my bonus action to do that. I'm going to use my Bombardment Gauntlet. As a mechanical device engulfs his hand, he's going to punch up into you. Straight roll of an 18. Won't harm you.
Misses.
The second of 3 is going to be a 32 to punch you.
That will hit for, I guess, 30. Is that right?
Yes, sir. 20 bludgeoning, 10
what's
fire.
in this strength save or something?
Strength saving throw, or be pushed up to 10 feet in a straight line and then knocked prone. All right, he saved against that one. The third of 3 is going to be a 23 to bludgeon you.
That does not hit.
Understood. That is the end of his turn.
Ooh, sounds like he doesn't have a good way to get out of this grapple. Very good.
Look, guys, some guys don't have magic.
It was hat.
Well, he could have a magic item.
Away.
He could have a gizmo to get out. I could see that.
My sword's just a sword against him. It's so fair.
Tachi, what do you want to do?
Oh, it's my turn. Sorry. I was distracted. Cool. Can I do a look around this field for more traps he might have laid out here?
Yep, absolutely. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh, not investigation.
Not investigation on
I'm
this
looking
one.
so hard.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a
sorry.
shovel. Fine.
With a 16, you don't see any traps.
What the hell did I roll? All right. Cool. Is that my action?
Nope, that's just looking around. You're good.
Then can I get close enough to Ruzid to tap him on the back?
Of course.
I would like to cast Shield of Faith on Ruzid.
Okay.
Fantastic.
And then I would like to use my bonus action to get out of the fray. I'm just gonna come back the way I came.
All right. Cool. So after Tati, I'm going to use a legendary action. We reach down into the grass and we pull on another cord. This one's going to explode over here next to this lovely mark. Which one was the red mark?
That is Tati's color.
Tati! As you run back into the position, there's going to be an explosion that happens underneath you. This is going to affect you, Bryn, and Oshin. So, I need each of you to make your dexterity saving throws, or you're going to suffer 21 points of damage.
And that's +5, but no advantage. Bryn gets there.
Cool.
With a lucky roll.
So you'll suffer 10 instead. Both Oshin and Bryn suffer 10. Tati is going to save and take no damage because of the +5 from the aura. Oshin,
He's all right. We can keep him around.
All right. Do we need him
I've been
alive?
here for like a year.
And you're all right, man.
You're passing the test so far.
Do we need
One
Larry
of these days,
alive?
I'm just gonna turn off the aura. Let's just see what happens.
I mean,
But save you. I hope you can face any disintegrate traps without it.
Hey, Sophia, go find another window and jump through it.
There's another window right there. I will do it.
she was so cool.
It was really cool. It was really cool. It really was.
Did you see that little drop of blood that came off her cheek?
All right, Ashi, what are we doing?
Do we need Larry alive, guys?
No.
That's
He
a
would be
very
better.
ominous question. I mean, it's possible
Well,
we
I'm
could
asking if
interrogate him, but
Like, if I'm going to
the
drop
closest
an
we have.
insane amount of damage on him, does it make more sense to not do that?
I'd say
mean,
disable.
He's
say
our best
taking
lead
him
to
out-
Pit Me Bones. If we kill him, then we're back to square one. But I mean, I guess I could bring him back to life technically.
Probably not.
He's going to smile up at you, Ruzid. Leave me alive. Let me go, and I'll tell you all you want to know about Pitney Bones.
Oh.
Would you shake on it?
I'm just going to drop a whole person on him.
Okay, you can drop hold person on him. Understood. The wisdom saving throw for him is going to end up being a 30. You will resist your spell.
Oh my god. Alright. That's it for my turn.
Okay.
And haste ticks up to its second. That was my first turn since casting and sizing. But that's it for my turn.
Cool. So what do you say, Ruzid? You gonna let me live?
I may not be able to let you live if you actually answer our questions. You gonna surrender?
I'll surrender.
Because it seems like you're not in a strong negotiating position right now.
I know. I'll surrender.
Really?
Of
I
course.
thought you wouldn't really give up that easily.
Oh, I'm out to save my own ass.
You know what? Fair. But, you stay on the ground while I'm still holding you for, a little bit until we can find a better way to restrain you.
Okay. He will not use a legendary action. Saphira, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to first. I'm gonna use my bonus action to make an elegance maneuver to gain advantage on the next acrobatics or athletics check I make, and I'm gonna try to escape the restraints.
Sure. Cool.
And do I need to roll one or the other, or do
Yeah.
I get to choose?
You get to choose
Or is it something
acrobatics or
else?
athletics, your choice. And
Alright.
the DC
Do
is
acrobat.
a 22. Yeah, you break free.
All right. All right. And then I'm just gonna stand up. I'm gonna get right up next to him and gonna start looking around. I'm just gonna watch his hands and make sure that he's not up to anything.
Sure. Mr. Coin?
All right, this is sort of a multi-layered thing. First off, you could call this a history or insight check based
Sure.
on everything Coin knows about Larry, including all those documents we
Yeah.
had gone. What is like the quality of his character? What sort of business does he tend to reside in? Is it like just drug trade, or is it like the active killing of innocents? What degree of bad guy would Coin perceive him as?
Ooh, that's a fun question. So we're gonna wax a little bit eloquent here. Can I get a insight check?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. 24.
24.
Awesome. Perfect. So, Larry is a sidekick. He's not evil in his own right. He does what profits him. If it's in his best interest, he'll do it. He doesn't go in for the whole magical abilities thing. He's not a sorcerer or a warlock or anything like that. He defends himself with explosives and smuggles things when it's profitable for him. He is simply a creature of his own creation due to circumstances he's found himself in. Pitney Bones just is a business partner, for lack of a better term. He doesn't actively go out and murder people. That's not his jam. He's, as far as you know, never killed anybody. He's not done much in the way of evil other than just being an associate of Pitney Bones and being a very bad smuggler.
For lack of trying, yeah.
He has
Larry Natch Lief.
firebombed. You do know he did firebomb the corn stand.
Oh yeah, and don't think I forgot.
But nobody died.
Coin is going to. I don't think it's been a minute per se, so he's technically invisible. So he's just gonna snap his fingers. He's like,
great initiative technically. So yeah, you got time.
he's gonna snap his fingers. Larry Natch Lief, are you willing to negotiate the sparing of your life in exchange for all information you know about Pitney Bones?
Of course. Coin, wherever you are, you're probably really close, aren't you?
Down here. Just like a foot in front of him.
He can't look down. He has to look up at you.
Oh, fair enough.
Because he's currently
And would you
prone.
consent to a zone of
He's currently
truth?
pinned to the ground by Ruzi.
Yep.
That is true. Would you agree to a zone of truth?
Of course. As long as you let me live, that's what matters to me.
Coin, he turns his head. You don't see it. Or most of you don't. And he'll say, are we fine with this? Can we make this happen?
He's invisible. No one sees it.
You know, I did charge in you're saying let's kill a bastard, but to be honest, I'm willing to parlay if we actually get more information. I just expected you to kind of have a last stand.
I'm not
The night is young.
Lucid.
You're smarter than I thought. I'll say that.
I appreciate it.
Not many people, you know, have the wits to give up against us.
Well, I try to surprise whenever I can.
I feel a need to reiterate the can we make this happen extends to the whole party, including
Sure.
both whether or not we're able to do a zone of truth and also whether or not everybody agrees to not outright killing this guy, at least right now.
All right.
Works for me.
Bryn is,
No, I
Bryn
think-
is against it, but will defer to majority rule.
All right. So we'll just go down the order here. Ruzid.
Ruzid votes to not immediately kill him,
Cool.
but he's also not against just killing him anyways.
Bryn, you stated your point of view. Anything else you want to do on your turn? As he's actively stopped using legendary actions.
Bryn's not very good at just killing people outright from full hit points. So if the party's not going to do it, Bryn's just going to reluctantly nod, but he's going to keep one hand on his spellcasting focus.
Sure.
The other, the shield's going to stay up, and we're ready to go back into combat if the need calls for it.
Okay. Cool. Sayson?
Yeah, I mean, sword's still out, but if everything calms down, I'll be ready to cast Zone of Truth and we can start getting into it. I will recommend to the group that we do this somewhere that's not in the middle of his minefield, but yeah.
Can I get an insight check, please, Sayson?
Oh boy.
You look around and you can see, as far as you can, this very gentle orchard-looking place. You suspect that this entire area is his minefield.
Oh yeah, no, I assumed that. I assumed like we had to magically go somewhere else and not be here.
Understood. Larry's going to surrender for the time being. Tati, what would you like to do?
I trust Coin. I would like to go investigate the earth for these traps.
Okay. Go ahead and investigate. And find anything more about them. The 27, you're going to find a very large number of these strings in the grass. This place is ridiculously bombed.
They're not like buried. They're just laying on top of the grass.
No, they're buried.
Like in the grass.
They're explosives buried underground.
But the strings for them.
The strings for them can be picked up or tripped on.
Can I locate the explosives near the party?
Sure.
Like in the
You can
I don't
find
know,
one of
30-foot
those.
range or whatever?
Yeah, we're talking hundreds of bombs.
I believe hundreds in the fields, but like within like 30 feet of us.
Within 30 feet of
can
you,
I clear a space?
There's a good 40 of them. But yeah, you can clear one or two.
I will start clearing.
Very well. Cool. And then Oshin?
I'm not going to attack him, but can I just look around to see if I recognize or I can tell anything from the landscape as
Roll
to
your
where we
nature
are?
check, just like we had Tachi do. With a 24, you'll recognize the trees from a book you read. You're in southern Corlin, and we'll put up the map just for grins of it. Here we go. So here's the map, and you guys are somewhere here in these trees.
Perfect. I'll relay that to the party, and then that's it.
Okay. Well, as he surrendered, we'll exit initiative.
So, any of you guys got a actual plan to restrain this guy? Because, I mean, I could sit here all day, but probably be better if you actually tied him up properly.
I would rather not be tied. I promise to tell you the truth and not fight you. I've surrendered.
I mean, you really think we're just going to take you at your word completely?
I'm taking you at yours.
Yeah,
Completely.
because you're surrounded by 7 people that are about to murder you.
And if I die, well, I do have a contingency just in case.
You really are in
You
the.
fucking do. Of course you do.
You think that
I mean-
I'm going to die on my familial homeland and not trigger an explosion to wrap everything up nicely with a bow? It'll be such a big explosion that Pitney will see it from where she's at.
Sounds like he's being pretty
That
honest
feels-
to me.
Also, so you're saying
That
saying
feels
Pitney
excessive.
nearby?
Sounds
Oh.
like we should put up a wall of force like right now.
I'm not going to do anything. I want to stay alive. You think that blowing up everything I own is my last resort? No, it's a vengeance ploy. So,
So it's only after you die.
exactly. So,
Fair enough.
let's sit down
No,
and
I
talk.
can respect that.
Yeah,
going
you know
off
what?
of
I kind of do
going off of
respect
the
that.
van is kind of stylish.
So let's sit down and talk, why don't we? And I'll keep my hands where you can see them. Fair?
He looks at the rest of the party before he lets go of him. We gonna
There's
do
a
this?
zone of truth coming along.
I mean, again, I'd rather not do this on a place that's rigged to blow, but if that's what everyone else rathers, we can do it here.
He's being perfectly honest. He doesn't want to blow up all of his safeguards and his familial home just to get vengeance on you guys. You guys kill him, he'll do it, but you know, it's one of those situations.
Is the telepathic bond is not up, correct?
It is not.
Correct.
take it back
However,
a moment.
I feel like it's definitely been 2 hours
Yes.
since the original casting, because I think it was an hour and a half when we got to the ship.
Correct.
And since then, we've spent a bunch of time exploring the ship, 10 minutes of moving barrels. So yeah, Bryn is going to subtly cast telepathic bond on the whole party.
Okay.
So we're going to
Coin
take
will
off
make
another sorcery point. Go ahead.
Coin makes note of that. He is aware that occurs, but nonetheless, he still will just openly say, if we move him from here, there's an implication that we intend to kill him. Whereas if we stay here, he's presumably has no intention of doing anything. as long as he lives. So as a
Look,
mean of good grace and as a good negotiator, I'm fine here. And then you just hear like through the telepathic bond, but if anyone wants to talk me out of it,
I think you've got a good point. They say never go to a second location. I think if we want to sort of make a good faith gesture to show that we're willing to hear him out and we don't intend to just murder him, which for the record, we did intend to just murder him, but he surrendered. So let's hear him out.
I mean, I hear you about all of that. And I don't intend to kill him, first of all, but also that doesn't mean we need to stand on active landmines to show good faith. We do have the position of power right now. We can be like, hey, we don't feel comfortable standing on landmines.
I hear you. Coin is viewing it from the lens of, if we take him to a different location, this guy is probably going to be less willing to cooperate. Although, to some degree, he might feel pressure. But I think staying here, Larry would identify... Coin's going off a hunch of like, I think this guy will be more open with us if we acknowledge the elephant and choose to stay. So if you really don't want to stay here, you're going to have to really
I agree. Yeah. And I'm down for it. I'm just pointing out we are in the position of power here, and I have no intent of killing him. I'm happy to get his information and come to an agreement where he's not a thorn in our side, but I don't think that necessarily means we have to stay here. I'm really down to do it, though.
I think worst case, play it by ear, and if any point during the conversation it seems like, no, we got to escalate this, we can always pivot. With that said, Coin is just sort of standing there waiting for his own of truth because he's under the impression we're staying.
Great. If we're staying, let's do it.
Right, do you cast Stone of Truth?
I sure do.
Awesome. He willingly fails.
Hey, great. What are we asking? We got 10 minutes to go.
Can Pitney Bones hear, see, or otherwise detect this conversation? To the best of your knowledge.
To the best of my knowledge, it's possible, but as far as I know, no.
Are you still in association or contact with Pitney Bones?
Occasionally. She sends me messages and, well, business, you understand.
Yeah, I do. When did you last contact her?
Oh, I don't contact her. She contacts me. In fact, I wouldn't know how to contact her. That's the fun part. When you're dealing with a lich, you don't really want to talk to them all that much. You understand? You do what you're told, and you keep your nose clean.
How much
do you know where Pitney Bones' home base is?
No, I don't. I suspect it's far off to the west of here along the coast, but I don't know exactly. Tell the truth.
Do you work with her out of a financial profit or out of circumstance?
Both, actually. See, I didn't exactly go looking for some lich woman to make deals with. But, you know, someone decides to hire me for a job, one thing leads to another, keeps paying me better and better and better, ensures my safety, and then blackmails me about turning me into the guards if I happen to go to the wrong city. Well, you do what you gotta do. And do what you gotta do to survive. You understand that, Coin?
Would you be willing to double cross her for the right price or incentive?
Ooh. That'd be a tricky one. See, if I double cross her, it'd have to be pretty lucrative. I know that my life is on the line, and I understand that. But if I double cross her, I'm dead anyway. All she'll do is she'll start casting some dreams on me, and I'll have nightmares, and in 7 days I'll be dead. So, it's either a swift death or a long death. So honestly, y'all killing me is the easier of the two options.
Sorry to butt in. When you say in 7 days you'll be dead, are you just is that kind of a figure of speech thing, or is that a specific number?
Oh no, it's a specific number. She's got this capacity of being able to put nightmares in people's heads.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've definitely been there. It's the 7 days part that worries me a bit.
Oh, see, the way it works is you just can't sleep. And you just get more and more tired. And to prove her point, she did that to me for 6 days. Told me that on the 7th I'd be dead. And I believed her.
Oh, interesting.
For your information, Bryn, if you cast the Dream Nightmare and the target fails their saves...
Oh, exhaustion.
That's
exhaustion, you get
7 levels.
Yeah.
You die.
Got it. Okay, that checks out. Okay. Thank you. Proceed.
But he doesn't understand the Arcana side of it. It's just 7 days and you die.
I was worried about that from just because Pitney has caused Bryn to have nightmares before.
Yep.
It just didn't click that it was because you die from exhaustion and not just because she's sapping the soul out of your body or whatever. But please continue.
Of course.
Have you archived or documented any of the past transactions or interactions with Pitney Bones?
She asks for no transactions, no paperwork. I've got a few, but I tend to burn them. If she finds out, well, I get in trouble. And I don't exactly like being in trouble.
What kinds of things do you do for her?
Oh, arrange ships and, logistics. From my contacts, I got hands in pretty much every port around the main continent here in Toivoa. Been working on getting into the Curial Isles, but it's been hard. We recently got into the Gold Trinket City, and, well, that's been quite lucrative.
The Gold Trinket City?
Yeah, it's one of those goblin dens where gambling's all encouraged and everything. We've been working on making a little bit of inroads there.
Do you
Where is
have
that? Very curious now.
I'm sorry, repeat the question.
Do you have
Where
a
is
first...
that?
Oh,
Where is
sorry.
that? Oh, I will pull up the map. And we're going to pull up the map for you guys. Go.
Because Gold Trinket City, Superior instantly wants to know.
Right? It is located just south of Ryport in the High Peak Mountains. About 2 days walk from Ryport.
I'll say to the telepathic blood, putting that on the list of vacation spots. Continue, Coin.
Do you intend to tell Pitney Bones what happened today when this is over?
I don't figure that's in my best interests. Me being compromised is not a good thing for my survivability. Me sweeping it under the rug and hoping that you manage to defeat Pitney before she kills me is probably my best bet.
This might be a good time to ask about another question I have about Pitney. What does Pitney's surveillance network look like? How does she keep tabs on you? I've kind of been worrying that assuming that Pitney sees and hears everything we do, just because that's the kind of power she has. Does she know about stuff? Like even when she's not there, has she like demonstrated the ability to like see and hear things that she shouldn't have been able to see and hear?
Of course.
To spy on you?
Of course. Frankly, these mines and explosives aren't for you.
Yeah, I get it. Any idea how she does it?
I'm no spellcaster, Bryn. You're the nerd.
I am, but I don't know. Was hoping you noticed something.
She's got that staff of hers and it helps her do things, but far as what magic exactly, she doesn't talk to me about that sort of thing. I'm business and business only. Try to keep my nose out
But
of
you-
Lichstone stuff.
But you mentioned she has the staff, and that's a part of her power. That's a very helpful detail because I don't think any of us knew that.
Oh yeah, she stays pretty much attached to that thing.
Would you rather Pitney Bones be alive or dead?
Oh. Well, honestly, she brings in a lot of money for me. But seeing that if I answer that I want her alive, you're going to kill me, I think I want her dead just so that I can stay alive.
That's not necessarily true. We recognize that you and Pitney Bones have a mutually profitable relationship. If you admit that you wanted her alive more than you want her dead, you've given reasons for both, and it's not an instant death sentence if you say something we disagree with. We value
Just out of
we
curiosity,
value your honesty here.
I get your framing.
are you telling the truth, Bryn?
Am I telling the truth? Yes.
Yeah, you're in the zone of
Bryn
truth. I'm
is-
just curious.
Bryn has several times considered to just killing people because it was for the greater good, but he's never actually done it. And although he's never actually done it, and some of those he regrets, and some of those he's glad he didn't. But he's not like a cold-blooded murderer who would just lie to this person's face and then turn around and kill them. So, yeah, Bryn is being fully truthful that we've sort of made an agreement with this guy to let him live in exchange for everything he knows, and Bryn intends to honor that.
Larry, I ask that not as a decision of your fate, but rather a decision of whether our business continues beyond this zone of truth.
Well, outside of this zone of truth, if you could pay me what Pitney pays me, I'd be financially motivated to provide your corn stand with all the corn you could possibly ever need.
Could you put a figure on that?
He smiles. That depends on how many franchises you put out. We can talk, though.
And I'll keep that in mind.
I thought you were going to say how much Pitney pays you. That's what I was kind of hoping you would say.
That was the crux of the figure question, but
Oh, as
Larry...
far as what she pays me, I'm getting about 20,000 gold a year. Pretty good sum.
That is a small fortune.
You hear in the telepathic bond, I'd rather kill him. Coins considering other questions, as Justin also is.
Sure.
Oh, well, you're smart. Yeah, you got the head for logistics.
Of course.
And I'm sure Whitney don't tell you much about what she's planning, although if she does, I'd love to hear what tells you. But is there anything you're putting together about different jobs she has you do?
As far as putting together what she's planning, she's trying to work up the military might over on the west side of Corlin. She's also got some boats here on the eastern side. She's got some fingers down in Shatter Shaddai and the Carial Isles. She says she's doing something down in Vuthras as well. I don't know much about that, though. She doesn't say much. But occasionally we contract a ship to go and visit down there, you understand. I just do exactly what I'm told, keep my nose clean, and just make money.
If we killed Pitney Bones, would you feel a personal motive to come after us?
No. Hell no. I'm not attached to her at the hip. Just be sure that when you do, you get rid of her phylactery as well.
You know where she keeps that?
know?
Not a clue.
Do you know what it is?
Not a clue.
Has she ever mentioned anything about it?
Nope. She's a very secretive old woman. She's one of them smart liches, you understand, as opposed to one of the monologuing types.
That makes well. That's very curious because that's different from my experience. But Bryn's not gonna say that out loud. Instead, he's gonna ask, how do you even know that she's a lich?
Oh, well, I've seen her die before.
How?
Oh, merfolk first time. Stabbed her right clean through the chest with the trident.
What happened when she died? Did her body just sit there, or did she sort of like dissolve into a swarm of bats and fly away?
No, she fell dead.
I'm just curious what happens when a lich dies.
Body died, sat there, got eaten by the merfolk right in front of me. They all got sick, of course, you know. Kind of gross to try to eat some kind of woman like that. But, you know, that whole magic thing, not sure how that works. A couple days later, 3 I think it was, she came back and killed all the merfolk. Said, I'm here. And freed me. Said, hey, you owe me one. So, hey, I ended up getting her a ship and we started doing some trade. Then some adventurers decided to mess with our shipment and throw me overboard.
Speaking of which, why'd you get us in jail in the first place?
Oh, well, you guys are a good patsy. New in town, with all this Basil being all snooty about you guys anyway. It's a good way to distract the guards from doing any investigation into my shipments.
Touche.
Frankly,
You could have.
y'all are just gullible at the moment, and I took advantage.
Oh, now Gullible is written on that tree over there.
He looks over at the tree. No, it's not.
Saphira, are you in the zone of truth? Because otherwise it better be me.
Oh yeah, good point. Let's see. I don't get there. Gullible's not written on that tree over there is the words that actually come out.
So he just agrees with you. No, it's not.
You're right.
How does she contact you?
I just quite.
Oh, she contacts me through message, and occasionally I get, you know, couriers that bring me various notes and contracts.
Do you keep any of those contracts?
Once they're complete and I send them off, nope. Because she sends some kind of detection. I'm not sure how she knows, but a couple times I've left them on my desk there. They go away real quick after she finds out they're there. You know that desk's a mimic?
Had a feeling.
Was.
Yeah, she put it there on purpose.
It's messed up.
Said it was her safety mechanism in case I ever got out of line.
Do those contracts come routinely or just
Every so often,
on a...
you know, every other day, every other week, every other month. Don't really know.
Is there anything else about Penny Bones you know that you haven't told us?
Oh, she likes smoking. She hates Sea-Toad Coin with a passion. She thinks that Bryn would make a great student for her and her...
Anything that would be valuable for someone hunting her.
Hang on, don't interrupt. That last one was actually really interesting. We knew the first two. We knew that she's a smoker, and we knew that she hates Sea-Toad Coin. But if you had asked me to pick a third, the third thing I expected you to say is that she smells really, really bad, because that's what other people have said about her, is that she smokes, she hates Sea-Toad Coin, and she smells bad. She wants me to be her student?
Of course! You're one of the smartest, most powerful sorcerers she knows, so of course. She thinks that she would make a great ally in her long-term thing. Some kind of bodyguard or right-hand man type thing.
She's scalping my crew!
Don't worry, Coin, we're not going anywhere. I feel a little bit queasy thinking about that, but that does explain... It does explain an interaction I had with her, that maybe she wasn't just trying to mess with me, but maybe she was just trying to demonstrate that she was trying to make me think that anything that we did to get in her way was pointless, and that maybe she was sort of setting me up to think that being on her side is the winning team. Just thinking out loud. Sorry, please continue.
I'd let her take Oshin over my dead body.
Now, about her smelling bad, you kind of get a tolerance over it pretty quick. But at first, you're right. She does reek.
You truly don't know any methods of contacting her, only ever getting contacted by her?
Well, whenever she contacts me, I just respond. Now, if I want to contact her, when the couriers come by, I can send back a message, of course.
What do the couriers look like?
Sometimes they're minotaurs, they're elves, orcs, you never know. They show up, they say, got a delivery for you, Mr. Lief. I'm like, thank you. Don't blow yourself up on the way out. Stay on the path, otherwise you're going to die. And, well, they stay on the path, except for the one guy over there. And he points down the road, and in a tree, you see these scattered bones of a skeleton.
You feel any remorse for that?
Nah, I told him how to get out of here safely.
Huh.
Look, if you don't follow the instructions, who am I to save your life?
You don't feel remorse for setting up the bomb path either?
Nah, that's my safety net.
You're quite a character, Natch Lief.
Thank you. I appreciate your honesty.
Oh, wait, I got one.
On
Why?
record,
Why do you
needs
sometimes
to
go?
be recast?
Yep, you got it.
wait,
Coin will say
oh,
telepathically that he's running low on questions, but if you recast, you recast.
I've been wondering this for a very long time.
Sure.
Why do you sometimes go by Natch and sometimes go by Larry? Like, where does each of those come from?
Natch Lief's my birth name. Hate it. I prefer being called Larry. It's one of those names that's kind of disarming to people, you understand? You show up to a bar, they ask you what your name is, and you go, I'm Natch Lief. They're like, oh, you're some kind of edgelord. But you show up at a bar and say, hi, my name's Larry. Can I get a drink? And all of a sudden, everybody likes you.
Weird. And did you just come up out the thin air, or did it come from somewhere, or just Larry just like the sound of it? 'Cause I'm all about the chosen names.
Frankly, I stole it off another guy. He was doing the same thing, and I'm like, he's got a good thing going. Next bar I went to, I'm like, hey, I'm Larry. It works every time. Don't even know the old guy's name.
Wait, so your name's not Larry at all?
No, it's Natch Lief originally, but I'm known by Larry to more people than I'm known as Natch Lief.
Sorry, that's really the name that speaks to you. That's really your name.
Right. It's who you identify as.
Larry, is there anything in your office that you think we would benefit from trading for our cause?
Well, I do have a couple of those adult dragon breath grenades in there.
How high shelf?
Oh, they're the good ones. They won't accidentally go off.
What's your rate?
Oh, for you guys, see, I'm in a desperate situation. I'll give you a really good deal. I'll sell them to you for 500 gold each, Mr. Coin.
What would Coin deduce the market price of them to be?
20,000.
500? That is a pretty good deal. Can I see him? Can I like inspect him first?
Well, I'm not going to go in there because, well, frankly, Ruzit will kill me if I start walking away. But yeah, if you want, when we're done here, I'll take you in there and show you the adult dragon breath grenades.
Yeah, I'd like that.
And I
That's
do
not
not
accurate. I
intend to
wouldn't
blow
kill you
them
if you
up
walked
with
away.
me around.
If they actually agreed on it.
We can give you a pass to grab him,
All right, well, let's
or at
go.
least to lead me to them.
Sure. You can bring Sason with so I can't tell a lie?
Please.
Just still got a hand on him while he's walking with him.
I'd be disappointed.
I imagine we'll all go.
I'd be disappointed in your intelligence, everybody except for Saphira, if Sason didn't walk with me.
Hey, wait a second.
You got a reputation, Pirate Princess.
True. But still, it's the principle of the thing.
He smiles.
I morally feel bad about making a deal with you, but fiscally I don't care.
Fair enough.
Why'd I say that?
So he walks through the front door, and he will disable several traps and triggers and switches. He goes through an entire rigmarole before he enters the office. And he will retrieve the 2 adult dragon breath grenades for you. So, based off of the fact that you're
this has been
here, can I ask you a question?
Please.
How'd you find
Shoot.
How'd you find my office?
The ring. The hoop that we jumped to, is that still just like sitting? Oh, sorry. No, I didn't mean to stand up. I'm asking Eric.
Yeah.
The hoop that we teleported through, is that just like visible?
Yeah.
Like, is it just like leaned up against the wall
No,
somewhere?
it's on the dead desk.
Yeah, we might want to ask him what the plans are, over there in terms of what he's doing with the mage. But also, do we even want to tell him that we kind of took his ship?
He might actually not. In the telepathic bond, I'll say he actually doesn't know. If he doesn't know how we got here, he never saw us through the hoop. So, Bryn's gonna say out loud, we're gonna call that one a trade secret.
Interesting. Did you teleport here, or did you manage to get here through other means?
Bryn just winks at him and doesn't say anything.
Fair enough. It's a shame. Infiltrating my office is something that you should be really proud of. Tell stories about. After all, it's one of the most trapped places in all of Toivoa. Pirate Princess's reputation could get really inflated after that kind of story.
It probably goes in like our top 10.
Well, when you're ready to tell me, I'd love to hear it.
Coin will bag up 1k gold,
Okay.
and then he'll inspect these grenades to ensure that they're like the real deal.
They are the real
not-
deal adult dragon breath grenades, and if he had been in the room, you guys were going to be suffering them.
Coin will toss him a bag of 1k, but they'll be like the really dirty, beat up coins,
Sure.
not like the nice, freshly minted ones.
Understood. The laundered money. That's the stuff he likes.
Yeah, I think Coin in his head, he's like, I'm gonna give him the ones that I think suck, not
Right.
realizing that it is sort of sending a message of love black market trading.
Exactly right.
Either way, he'll buy these. Are they just 2 of the same type of
Yes.
grenade, or are they like a specific thing I need
They're
to add?
adult dragon breath grenades. You can find them.
Gotcha. I'll update the bag of holding with that.
Are any
And
way
then-
to identify a ship that belongs to Pitney Bones? Or does she collect kind of an eclectic collection?
Oh, she doesn't own them. I own them.
Any ships that are being used on her behalf, then?
Oh, she doesn't allow us to put any marks on them or anything, but you know, that kind of do away with the whole smuggling thing. You don't exactly want to be caught by the Protectorate or the Lady of Shadows or any of her goons or any of these governmental types with markings that say, "Oh, you're the smuggler." That's not how that works, Saphira. I thought you'd know that. No, we kind of try to play it down as mercantile vessels.
Mercantile vessels can have distinguishing features that identify them with a specific trading company. And you know, I totally agree with you on the governmental types. I mean, like, so, like, how's it their business what ships I'm sailing or what I am or am not carrying? I mean,
Exactly right. You know, you and I should really get along better.
honestly, if like if it weren't for the fact that I was carrying a grudge against you, and to be clear, still do, like, yeah, this is a truce, but like, if you cross this again, like, you will die. But if it weren't for that, then yeah, we'd probably get along pretty well.
Would it help if I apologized?
No, not really.
Oh well, I didn't want to anyway. I had to try though.
Of course.
Zone of Truth is so good. So, any
Larry,
other
if I
questions?
threw you another 1K, would you be willing to hold off at least 24 hours before you talk to Pitney Bones or tell her what happened here?
Sure.
He already said he
you-
wasn't going to talk to Pitney Bones about this.
I won't talk to
Coin
her
says-
for 24 hours after getting the 1,000 gold.
Coin says telepathically, I don't necessarily think we need this, but keeping her off our trail, little by little, can go a long way.
To be honest, I'm pretty sure she probably
it's your
already
gold.
knows.
It's entirely possible.
If we have a showdown with Pitney Bones, are you going to be lending her any assistance, whether being there to fight? You know, would you consider being there to fight? Would you be lending her any aid in terms of trash or anything like that?
Oh,
Or are you more just kind of business partners?
Oh, I've already helped her fortify her fortress. We sent, you know, she's collected shipments of various explosives before. Shows up, lays them all out in a magic circle, then teleports away somewhere. She's got a lot of assistance already. I'm not going to go there, of course. She doesn't want me there. We views it as having compromised her location. So, I'm not going to be involved in any of that shit. Nope.
Do you know much about how she fights?
Oh, she likes to drain people of their abilities. You know, all that voodoo and hoodoo stuff, where she knows who you are and then targets your weaknesses and sucks you dry. It's pretty nasty stuff. He likes using exhaustion as a mechanic. She likes to cause you to be more and more tired so that you're not able to act. And man, she loves dispelling magical effects. That, and she's been bragging about a project she's been working on. You guys don't know about
I was gonna,
anything like that, though, do you?
Well, that was what I was gonna ask, because I wanted to finish the conversation just by touching again on what she's up to and what you could tell us. What are the kind of things that you've been doing for her? Apparently, she recently came into a large amount of money because of the shortage in the drug supply after Segeos' defeat. After we took Segeos out of the seller's market, she was kind of able to corner it and saw some short-term increases in cash. But we don't exactly know what she's planning, other than that she bragged to us about about putting it in motion. So can we just sort of go over one more time? What's the kind of stuff that you've been doing for her recently? What kind of stuff? What have you been doing, Brent? Out of character, Brent is going to try and be extra careful to say he earlier in the conversation he would have just sort of casually let slip that they were on his ship and saw his collection of explosives, but after Larry asked us how we got here, Bryn realizes that he doesn't actually know that we've been on his ship, and so we're going to try and keep that. I'm going to try and keep that close to my chest. But Bryn's going to say, "What exactly have you been doing for her recently? What kind of stuff have you been trading in, and have you been stockpiling stuff and bringing it to a certain place at her behest?"
He raised an eyebrow. How'd you know? She wanted to threaten
Well, I assume you're
economy of the western coast of Reston, northern side of Corlin, and the eastern side of Shu. She thinks that Merzerin, that dirty scum city over there, is the key point for the economy of these three major countries. So, we've been taking very careful stock of barrels like these and putting them in a strategic location.
I see. I don't suppose...
In order to ensure that the local merchants play ball.
I see. I don't suppose you'd be willing to tell us anything more
I'd rather not, but I will.
Where?
Because, after all, my life's on the line, and I don't feel like pissing off Ruzin. He looks over his shoulder.
Fair enough.
Down at the kobold.
Would be a shame if I had to accomplish my stated goal when I walked in here.
Right? So,
in fairness, if you tell us what's going on, we'll make or I can't speak for my comrades, but I will make an honest effort to make it sound like we came across that information ourselves and discovered it naturally through some kind of investigation, and not because you ratted out Pitney Bones. And Bryn secretly is thinking that it's going to be actually pretty easy to do that, because we already found the ship full of barrels and confiscated most of them. And with two of them missing, our next step was probably going to be to try and find those two anyway. So Bryn is being dishonest here, but not in the way that the words imply.
Well, we've been setting up a ship just outside Vermtel Saltspire under a spell called Hallucinatory Terrain. I was given a wand that casts it one time. It's supposed to make a mountain look like the side of the island there. I've got a ship that's hidden there. It's pretty fast when it's able to move. I got some of those barnacles down from Indoji, you understand. Once they're attached to the ship, though, removing it just tears the hull out. It's a permanent change, and it causes the ship to go under pretty quick. Anyway, the ship's been docked there, and we got everything in place except for two of the barrels. The remaining two barrels, well, those got placed somewhere else in order to ensure that I was protected.
Bryn realizes that it's not the two barrels that have been removed from the ship. It's the 14 barrels that have been put on the ship. And the two barrels that are missing are not the first two that have been taken to the location in question, but it's the 14 barrels already made it to where he wanted them.
And you can see
and it's
the
other
two
two.
remaining barrels
This is
that
gonna
match here in this room.
Yeah, that checks out. Okay, so I think with this information, we can put some pressure on our resident wizard friend, who is apparently being threatened by... we can use this to our advantage, but Bryn doesn't say this out loud. He's just broadcasting it through telepathic bond. Okay, thank you for the information. Like I said, we will, or I at least, will we'll try to not have this come back to you, because although Bryn is so polite that he doesn't even want to call this guy a scumbag to his face, even though he's clearly just a scumbag. Bryn's gonna say, look, we don't agree with a lot of the things you've done, but you were honest with us, and I at least will try and live up to my side of the bargain and not kill you, and that includes Pitney Bones taking it out on you if she finds out that you've been spilling the beans.
Cool.
But
well, I hope you take care of it fast. I'm going to not talk to her for 24 hours, which is going to probably get me in hot water at some point. So 7 days after that, I'll probably be dead if I piss her off. You guys got 8 days.
well, Bryn hates himself for doing this, but he feels bad for this guy who is, again, absolutely a scumbag, but is in way over his head, and he's kind of in the find out portion of fucking around and finding out.
Yep.
And Bryn is gonna say, look, I hate myself for this, but is there a way that you could contact us if you start having nightmares? Because if she puts the nightmares on you, she's probably figured out that you let some secrets out of the bag, and so she's probably, at that point, you're probably going to have to come to us rather than just stay with her and die.
Well, I can't contact you directly, but I do have someone I know who can.
All right, look, call it a favor. If you, I hate the idea of somebody being tortured to death, even if it's someone who's helping our enemy. But if Pitney Bones decides to cut you loose, and you need a hand, we might be able to block her out long enough for you to get some shut eye.
I appreciate that.
Nope, I've never done that before, so I can't promise anything. But we are, like you've said, we are pretty strong, and Bryn is thinking to himself, well, it's I don't like the idea of teaming up with this guy, but if Pitney Bones decides to cut him loose, we can maybe secure his loyalty in the long term. Even if we hate his guts, he's more useful to us alive than dead. And we can, if we rescue him from Pitney Bones, then he'd be willing to sell her out even more. So, all right, that's all from me. Everybody, we done here?
Well, just to go back, who could contact this group? Who's the person you know?
Oh, she's your girlfriend, Rafinas?
You have contact with Rafinas?
Also, how do you know that how do you know that they're with each other?
Oh, I watched them go on a couple dates in Nausea a couple weeks ago. Yeah, everybody knows.
All right, so that's not cool. What do you mean? Who's everyone?
Boundaries,
Rafinas is
Boundaries.
telling everybody that she's dating you.
I think they look good
Oh,
together.
looks like Sason's also in the find out stage. Oh wait, no, I meant that metaphorically. I did not mean that literally.
She's telling everyone that she's dating one of the most powerful paladins in Toivoa. Like, she's one of the best known bards, and she's got you around her finger, according to her.
I kind of thought I was just kind of a joke side piece for her, I'm going to be honest.
Oh, no. She likes you. She thinks you're a great friend. Do you think she's going to get romantically invested in you? Hell no. But she's absolutely going to claim it.
Damn, that's the truth.
It's a gossip girl.
Well, I got what I need to find out.
So,
Yeah, Coin will
24 hours before I
telepathically
talk
say.
Good, good.
He just says, like, I'm pretty bottomed out on questions here.
Yeah, I think this was a good day. Yeah.
So, where are you going to go from here? And do you recast
sorry, is
Truth?
that are you asking that as GM Eric or is Larry
no,
asking
it's
us
Larry still. I'm still as Larry.
that? Bryn's gonna ask in the telepathic bond.
We're still in session.
So do you guys think we go back to the place where we just came from? Or I think maybe we're finished there and we head back to home base.
My proposition is we take the ring from this end, then teleport back there, take the other ring, scuttle the ship, and then go home, I guess.
I mean, yeah, we might not even need to scuttle the ship at this point. I mean, we could still deprive him of it. We've already.
Let's do it for the love of the game.
I do agree with taking the ring, because that, although if we do that he's gonna find out if he goes to the ship and if he finds out the ship has been scuttled, he's gonna know we were there. But he has now told us about it. So depending on where, well, I guess, yeah, I think we just take the ring. If he finds out that we were already there, like, it kind of doesn't matter at this point, because he's expecting us to discover it eventually anyway. So yeah, I agree with you. I think we sneakily grab the ring and then teleport out, and we can, yeah, then maybe because flying from our ship to his ship is like 45 minutes, so we could just teleport right back to the ship, but that would be a risky teleport, and he would probably hear us through the other end of the rings. So like he might.
Well, if we take this ring, he's not going to hear us because he won't have it.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay. Should we like ask him to leave the room, and then we take, because we can teleport to a place if we can see it. If we can see our destination, then it counts as very familiar. So we could either just jump back through. No, if we want to bring the ring with us, we have to actually hard teleport. So if we don't have a teleportation anchor from the ship, but if we can see where we're going, it counts as very familiar, which is a hit on 25 or higher, I think. And so if Bryn is looking through the ring, or Oshin is looking through the ring when we cast teleport, then we can go back to the ship pretty easily.
For the record, I have found the ring gates. Here's the link for it.
Oh. Fantastic. Thank you so much. So yeah, Bryn is going to propose to the group that we just ask Larry to step out of the room.
I'll be honest, I also don't think it matters that much. I think he'll be able to piece together how this all came together, but also it doesn't hurt to ask him to step out.
Yeah, we might be able to buy some time. He might just come right back into the office and realize the ring is missing, but like then he might think that we just spotted it and took it, and that's how we found the ship through this ring and not the other way around. Yeah, I agree that keeping him in the dark for even a little bit longer might work to our advantage, because he's been forthcoming with us, but he's still our enemy, at least for now. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, Brand's gonna say out loud, yeah, I think we're done here.
One last thing, Larry.
Yeah.
And one last thing after that.
Just
you go first.
Oh, two last things, and then one more request from Bryn after that. Just keep in mind, Pitney Bones is going down. One way or another, we will find her. We will make sure this comes to an end. So after that, keep your nose clean. You can go out there, you can make a profit, but think really hard and long about who you're making deals with, because we didn't really have any beef with you until you made these deals with Pitney Bones. So just keep that in mind in the future, all right?
Sure.
And I want your hat.
He looks at
Oh,
you.
no.
No.
Ooh,
I want
dear.
our hat.
You can want all you want. You're not getting my hat.
I'm just gonna turn this into a staring contest until someone else does anything.
Oh, this was like the end of True Detective when they ask for the guy's suit and it's the only thing he has left, and he ends up getting shot when it still looked like it was going to end without bloodshed.
He just stares at you, Saphira.
Sophia, we can buy you a new hat.
It's not the.
Bryn's going to say in the
I really
telepathic
want
bond. Bryn's going to say in the telepathic bond, I think it's a pirate thing. If you defeat an enemy captain and you take their hat, that's like the ultimate sign that you've beaten them. And I think Saphira's been looking forward to taking this guy's hat for literally years.
Saphira will respond in the telepathic bond. It's not really that. It's more just I want to see if he'll do it.
Oh, okay.
The answer seems to be no.
I
No.
can respect that. I'll hold his stare, but I recognize like I'm not getting it unless I like physically take it from him. And I'm not planning to take
I'll just,
it
like-
from him.
Slowly step in front of you so that you don't have to, look away yourself.
I will like here around your shoulder. Give him the like fingers pointing at my eyes, fingers
Oh.
pointing at his.
Sophia, come on.
He breaks line of sight with you and goes to sit down in the chair. Well, a pleasure doing business with you all. You're free to see yourselves out.
Oh, we will. One last thing. We're going to leave by our own methods, and we'd like for you to not see it. Could you turn around and face the corner and count to 10? I promise we're not going to hurt you.
He looks at you. Huh. Fair enough. And he reaches up onto the desk and picks up the ring. And spinning it on his finger, turns around.
Sorry, he puts it on the ring? I thought the ring was like 8 inches.
The ring gate, he puts it on like a hoop. He just swirls it around. Like a hula hoop on a finger. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Well, I will say into the telepathic bond, Tati, do you think you can get that?
Without him noticing.
And even if he notices, what's he gonna do about it if we grab it?
Yeah, I say we get the teleport ready. Tati grabs it, and then we yeet out.
Wait a second. Can't someone just gaze through it and we all just teleport through it? We don't need to be actually taking it from him.
Well,
No, we do
we
want
just
the ring.
want
They want the ring gate.
No, you don't want. I don't
Also,
want
if
him
we did
following
that,
us because he
he
can't.
would just see us.
Oh wait, that is true. Yeah, that would be pretty bad, huh?
Because he's non-magical as far as we know. Like he could have something else up his sleeve, but as far as we know, like if we take it, like he's not getting back to his ship the easy way. By the time he can catch up with us, we'll be long gone.
So, are you guys going to try to steal the ring gate off his finger and teleport away?
I think we are.
Tati, they've tasked you with.
What's the worst that could happen?
All those good graces we built, it's whatever.
Tati, you going to try to steal it from him? Tati muted. Who's Tati?
Tati rolls a stealth check.
Okay, well, I might have lost
I'll
Tati.
see.
Oh,
I'll see what. Then I'll give it a try.
Okay,
Tati, I'm sure will give the help action, right?
of course.
I think it's fair to run it as Tati is actively involved with stealing this,
Yes.
whether or not Ray establishes it.
Yeah, we can roll up Tati's stat sheet. That's easy. Have it over at gameric.com. Campaigns, you can
That-
see the character sheets right there. So I'll pull up Tati's character sheet. And right now, for
And
those who are curious, I'm blaming Waldo. Or Mo. So, the sleight of hand check from Tati be a 26 or 32 because we got Saphir's help.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like. I'm just gonna try to keep distracted by saying, "I want your hat. I want your hat. I want your hat."
Well, there is a chance he could avoid this, but he didn't get there. So Tati's going to nimbly take the ring, throw it over to Bryn.
Bryn is going to look through it. He's going to cast teleport, but we're going to make it a distance spell to increase the range from 10 to 20 feet, just so we can do it really fast without,
Sure.
just to make sure we catch all of the party members. He's gonna. Actually, I don't even need to have my staff in my hand because it's only verbal components. So yeah, he's just gonna grab the ring, look through it, and say the incantation for teleport.
Awesome.
And we're gonna try and teleport to our target destination is gonna be a place that I can see within range, and a place that I can see within range is the other side of the ring onto this ship which was previously booby trapped. It does only count as very familiar, so I do have to roll for it.
Yep. He's gonna be so good.
T100, that is higher than 25.
Yep. Cool.
So,
Bam. You guys are now aboard the ship once again. And have
he's gonna be pissed off about that.
Oh yeah.
But
Hey, we didn't tell you to
we-
steal it.
Exactly.
God, you guys are rubbing off. That didn't feel good.
As you both told me, stealing from bad people is completely ethical.
yeah.
Okay, that wasn't
Oh.
the exact message, but in this case, I feel like
that's right.
yes. So
You didn't say from bad people, so that's true.
I only feel bad because he knows that we got it. I don't have any qualms about stealing it from him because he's still our enemy and he's still a bad guy, and he's going to be able to do a lot less mischief now that we have he was probably using it to keep an eye on all the barrels, and we just happened to out of character. I bet that's what the D100 was before. Does he come back into his office and see us through the ring gate?
That's exactly what it was. Just behind
Yeah.
the curtain, just pulling the curtains aside. If you had lost that roll, he was going to detonate the vessel with you on it through the ring gate.
Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, he comes in and sees that we're on it, and just blows it up. Yeah, that checks out.
I just rolled really high and made the check very easy
Yeah.
for you. So sometimes
Yeah,
you
that
just
was-
play those
that was
games and have
lucky.
fun.
All right, so we are back on his ship.
Yep.
We have disarmed all of the barrels. We have both ends of the ring gate, so he can no longer spy on us. Yeah.
I don't
Right?
know if
Well,
we
I'd say this is a win. What if we take some of those barnacles off the ship? What if and that would effectively scuttle it by just ripping the barnacles off, and then we have the barnacles, and we could keep them. We could sell them. I bet they're worth a lot of money. We don't necessarily have to affix them to our ship, but if we decide that we ever want a speedy ship, or if we want to buy another smaller ship, more like the Changemaker, and make it like a racing vessel for speedy in and out missions. That's a possibility. We could put them on our dinghies, and then we'd have speedy getaway boats. Or I'm just spitballing ideas. I think as long as we have the ship, I think he knows immediately, because if he picked up the ring gate and was twirling it around his finger, he would have seen through it and seen that all the barrels were gone. So he knows that his ship is compromised and that we're already here. So anything we do, I don't know if he's going to send people after us, but anything we do, we better do it real fast.
Yeah, so our options are take the ship, scuttle the ship, or we could even go back to the mage and tell him that we've cleared out the ship.
Shouldn't we tell him that he's
We're
not got
definitely
this,
going to do that.
this hanging over his head,
why?
so now he can go after Pitney?
I think we'd make a powerful ally if we told him.
Even if just telling him we cleared out, like, hey, could you offer any help? That might be worth something.
Yeah. By the way, we found 14 high explosives 14 barrels full of high explosives under your castle, and we cleared them out for you. I think because he may or may not know that they're there. Because I think the point of the barrels was to put pressure on the guy, so he might have been told, "Oh, by the way, we have the power to blow up your island with the push of a button, and we're not going to tell you how." And we can find out if he knows that and whether he's scared about that, and then we could maybe offer to clear it out for him and not tell him that we already have. Yeah, it's there's a saying that he who has already paid the piper finds it harder to call the tune. If we just go up to him and tell him that he's already that the piper's already been paid, then we might not get anything for our service, but we could probably leverage this into an advantage somehow. But yeah, let's do a quick sweep of the ship for any more loot. See if there's probably nothing super valuable here if the plan was to maybe have the ship explode anyway. But if we want to have people who can swim, like Coin and anybody else, if we have like a water breathing thing, and we want to just rip the barnacles off and scuttle the ship, and call it a really good day.
Yeah, I'll never pass up an opportunity to scalp barnacles.
Get a bucket.
If there's one thing Coin has, it's a bucket.
I'll look around. I'll see if I can find one.
Oh, we could have one of us go back to the ship with the ring gate, and then we could pass the barnacles through the ring gate just as you like tear them off, and then keep them in buckets on the ship or something until we find out what to do with them.
If I bring the ring gate underwater, is it not just gonna like flood out?
That's a good point, but you could keep it above water, and then just reduce the transport distance.
Yeah, I could do that. Just give me like a rope.
We could also just stay here and wait until you're done, and
just somebody hold it up the side, and I'll sort of like 3-pointer him up from the water.
I'm wondering do we want someone to like? I could take one of the ring gates back to the contrarian now, and then like anything that you find on the ship, you can pass it through the ring gate, and then the other mage could teleport you back, or you could just use short range teleportation to jump through the gate to get back to the contrarian.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. I'll go down and rip them off.
Thoughts, anyone? I'm just suggesting what I think would be the most convenient way to loot the ship and get this stuff back to the contrarian. We do have a bag of holding, but I don't know if the barnacles would like being in there. What if we filled it? What if we got a bag of holding and filled it with salt water? Do we have 2 bags of holding now? We have a
If
bag
we
of
did
holding
that,
and a bag
the
of
bag of
holding.
holding will break. But actually, we've got like 3 bags of holding. We have the one we used to carry Saphira in. We have the main one,
Mhm.
and then we were also given one full of drugs.
Okay. What if we? Yeah, because I think the barnacles will probably in the short term. Like if we take the bag of holding and we just fill it with a because it can carry like what's the weight capacity? 300 pounds, 500 pounds.
500.
Yeah. If we just throw like a couple gallons of seawater, I'm not saying we like open it and dip it into the ocean and let the whole ocean flow into it, but if we just like pour a couple buckets of water into it, that's well under the weight limit, and it might be a good environment to store barnacles for maybe like a couple days.
Sure.
I don't know anything about barnacles, so
Me
if
neither.
it works, it
We
works.
should probably try and find an expert on these. Like maybe there's people in
the barnacle whisperer.
yeah, or like not necessarily a druid, but just like a sailor who or a merchant who sells this kind of stuff, and find out how much they're worth and is there a good way to like take care of them. I mean, their needs can't be that great, but if they're exposed to the open ocean, they'll have a fresh supply of seawater and also whatever nutrients they need. They feed off of. And if we put them in a bag full of salt water, it'll be the water will become stale. We can just change it out. We have an infinite supply of seawater. Cool. Yeah, Bryn is gonna take take one of the. So we do have an empty bag of holding, correct?
We should.
I can clear some
All right.
things out. There's some things they're all in use, but let's see here.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got. Actually, quick question, Saphira, are you holding that blood crystal wizard thing?
Let me.
'Cause I currently have it marked in here, but I think technically I gave it to you last, and I don't know if we ever specifically said it came back. So.
That was for the Crystalline Chronicle, I believe. Then
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
do have that. Yes.
Great. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, I've just got some random stuff in this, like the flail, that cursed flail, a couple potions, the deed to the ship, some rations. I'll move them into a different bag.
Bryn is going to use a 3rd level spell slot to cast Sending, and he's going to send a message. He's going to send a message to Faroof back on the Contrarian, and he's going to say, "Hey Faroof, it's Bryn. Could you grab some folks and fill some buckets or other receptacles with seawater? Some new passengers coming."
Very well. We will have it taken care of. Strange request for passengers. Are they grungs?
Bryn's gonna let him wonder because the sending allows for a message and a reply. He's gonna chuckle to himself, but no, they're not. They're not grunts. They're just barnacles. And yeah. Okay, I've contacted the ship, and they're gonna have some buckets full of seawater ready for us to stash these barnacles in. So, Coin, do you want to head down into the water and see how difficult it'll be to remove these barnacles? You'll probably have to tear the bulkhead of the ship apart, the hull of the ship apart, because the bond between the barnacle and the ship is probably stronger than the bonds between the ship and the planks of the ship. Like it's probably you'll probably have to cut holes in the ship to.
You finish the sentence and turn your head, and there's just a splash, like coin, like often in the
Okay.
middle of your explanation.
This ship is probably about to start taking on water. We should head out. Or at least head up to the. Oh, well, I guess we're above decks. If
Sure.
Coin is just hopping over the side.
Yeah.
But yeah, I imagine the ship is going to start to sink, so we should be prepared to head out. I've got this ring of swimming, so I'm not necessarily worried about drowning. But does anybody want to head back to home base and take one of these rings with them, and I'll hang on to the other one? Anybody?
No one else is gone. I can go.
I can do that if you want. I can just teleport right there.
Awesome. If you want to, I'll stay here with Coin and follow you back once Coin's done ripping off the barnacles. Maybe we want Ruzid to stay here as well, just because we might need some raw ripping power if the barnacles don't want to come out. But yeah, if you, Oshin, if you want to take the rest of the gang and head home, and
Do
just
we gotta
have
talk to the owner of the castle here, or that part of the game plan?
Oh, definitely. But I think we should. Yeah, I think we can come back and do that.
Sure.
Well, I'll grab a rock. I'll grab a rock from this beach as a teleport anchor before we leave, and then we can just come back at any time. And
That's something I meant to do at Larry's place, and I forgot to do it.
we have
That's
the
okay,
no,
I
we
got
have the
the-
feather pen.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right,
we
right.
do. We do have something,
And
which is
do you, Sizen, or who has something to teleport back to this new ship? Not
I have the key.
Larry's. Okay, perfect. Then whenever people are
Which-
ready to go.
Are you guys teleporting back to the Contrarian?
Let's do
I
it.
think
I'll set my Pegasus
most
down.
of us-
You ready?
What was that, Oshin?
I think most of us are. I think that was it Bryn and Coinstein, right?
Bryn and Coin, and also I'm suggesting Ruzid stays with us just in case we need him to just like really go to town on those barnacles, because I have no perspective on how easy it is to rip apart a ship's hull that's full of barnacles, and so we might need Ruzid's insane strength score to do that.
Well, here's the fun part.
But
Coin. Barnacles have an AC of 8. Can I get an unarmed strike?
You can.
Thank you. The barnacle pops off the ship and begins to drift downwards. You can easily catch it. However,
You will.
when
Oh,
it pops
perfect.
off, Bryn, from above deck, you can hear water begin entering the hull.
yep, as expected.
As
All right,
there's a
looks like
pinhole,
Coin's
and you hear
doing some
pop,
work.
Pop, pop,
Yeah.
as the bottom side of this ship is going to quickly turn into a cheese grater. It's going to hold water.
Bryn
about
is
as
going
well.
to Bryn is going to use one of the magic carpets, and Bryn will invite Ruzid to get on the magic carpet, and we'll go
Ruzid
and
gets on.
float down to the surface of the water near where Coin is, and we'll watch the ship sink, and then Bryn, as Coin comes up with handfuls of barnacles, Bryn will pass the barnacles through the ring gate to the other group who has presumably arrived on the Contrarian, and so that they can be deposited back into saltwater in buckets on the deck of the Contrarian.
Very well. Cool. as you've transferred these barnacles over, we'll see if those get taken care of or not. But you guys are able to relax and unwind a little bit here. Go ahead and take a short rest.
Amazing.
Pleasure.
Awesome.
So,
So,
get back those keys I didn't use.
those of you who went to the Contrarian, is there anything you guys are going to do there before rejoining your party back at the Salt Spire? No?
Is there anything we need to do? I feel like we read to head back pretty much immediately.
I actually was. It seems almost more plausible that me and Bryn end up going back to the Contrarian, right?
Very well.
Yeah, I think we're
Well, we do-
once we're done here, we're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna
Concluding this.
head back to the Contrarian, and then as a group we can all head back to the island.
Very well.
And then yeah, so that's gonna be two. We're gonna be down 2 teleport instances, which is gonna be my other 7th and 9th level spell slot for the day. But yeah, we'll grab once we've gotten all the barnacles passed over, Bryn will grab a rock to use as a teleport associated object. We'll head back to the Contrarian. We'll have Stason pass us the deed through the ring gate, so that we can use it, or we could even, I don't even need to teleport. I could just vortex more people, but I'll do teleport because it's faster and I already clicked it. And then yeah, we've sunk. Presumably the ship is at the bottom of the bay, and we've got buckets and buckets full of barnacles, and yeah, ready to head back to the Salt Spire if that's what the group wants to do.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
This is a great spot because we're not going to get through all of the Salt Spire RP tonight. It's already late. But what we'll do is go ahead and end it there. We'll come back next week for that exploration as you guys discuss your plans with Vermtal and what your impact with him is going to be. However, before we do end for this evening, you guys will
Level
all
up?
gain a feat.
Oh,
Nice.
Whoa,
That's basically the same thing.
that's
Cool.
sick.
So
Okay.
How do I do that?
if you go
It's
into
one more
features and
brawl in
traits,
sex.
yeah, if you go into features and traits, you can go down to manage feats. You can choose one of the feats there to add to your character sheet.
Oh hell yeah!
Because I can't level you up to level 21, but we can
This is-
give rewards beyond just level 20.
Okay, we just have to do this like 95 times and get every
Okay.
single
take
feat in the
every
game.
boon, take every boon.
All right. How many more years can we do this?
So, as always, guys, thank you so much for choosing me to be your GM. There's a ton of amazing ones out there, and I'm always thankful you choose me to be yours. If you know someone who wants to play in a Geomeric game, I'd love to talk to them about either getting on the waitlist or into a one-shot. We have some really cool things coming over on the Patreon, so look for an announcement tomorrow over there. Otherwise,
Thank you.
have a wonderful night. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome.
Question:
Yes, sir.
should we assume any feats are off limits, or is anything from the list viable?
As long as it's from the accepted sources, it should be pretty much good.
Only
Okay.
So, like, no Book of Even Tides.
if
the
only I
Homer
could get the
feats are-
2024 version of Heavy Armor Master. If
No,
only.
no 2024 feats. Nice try.
Dude, I just wish that the Heavy Armor Master freaking worked. I love that change
Yeah.
because right now it does not work.
I know. But no, keep it 2014 rules.
Okay, well,
homebrew
tough
stuff,
it is.
Homebrew
Okay.
stuff, do check to make sure
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
looking at a homebrew thing that it's something that we're going to do. But otherwise,
Plus 40 HP. Yes.
no, nice try. Nice try.
Oh, it's tough. I took tough. That's valid.
Yep, tough is fine.
So plus 40. That's what I just took.
40 hit points.
That's like
not
a next-
Honestly,
AC.
It's amazing.
40 hit
that's
points is
not
big.
bad. That's
If
probably
only
a
I could take
contender
the second time.
for Bryn.
I
Just
wish I
40
could take
extra hit
Heavy Armor
points.
Master, but it's only against non-magical damage, so it's effectively useless at this level.
Yep. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night. Please stay safe. We'll be back on Friday morning for the Toivoan Sea Dogs, as they're going to confront the harbor master in Ryport regarding the fact that he's involved in some criminal smuggling. Take care and have a wonderful night. For those on Twitch, thanks for hanging out. We are raiding someone, so stick around for a few moments so that we can raid with as many people as possible. Because we did get 3 raids tonight. We're going to share that love. Take care, everybody. Be safe.